Perfect. find Bolu, but does get hit markers by Jez. They're now all tied up 1-1. Gio is going to get taken down by Jez. You can now see Jez pushing up towards the B flag. We're rocking that 35 round. See that we have Vague pushing up incredibly far, but this should be a free kill for Gio. Sure enough, with the push from the backside, finds Jez.
Licença, Tocinha! Pofo! Botão no cofrinho do Limes! Pofo pra cima do Delzinho! Double pofo do craque! Faz clique aí, meu chat! Você tá no YouTube, faz o clique da jogada! Tomara tá!
Um som morto.
Vou cravar cima, crava esquerda, crava esquerda.
Tem um, só tem um. Vai ter mais um.
Aí tem que botar essa
Pode ver agora, calma, segura.
o Sub-Zero pernambucano. Nossa!
And we've got two players left to deal with. FN 420. Oh my god, Lucky, what the hell was that? Count them out. Can't do it. Lucky is Dark Wizard. You're the only hope here, Dark Wizard. Oh my god. We've got a 2v5 that is a reality. Lydia looking for the shots. Lydia's gonna round the corner. Lydia finds one. Lydia just needs to find Lucky. Doesn't have it. We're going to another round. The most at the moment finds another one. Just an absolute demon. A quick list in with the side of Nova. Dave,
People team, there is one A now.
Oh my! Chris, he's all one more. Where you at, homie? I know you're a typical sniper in this area. Get headshot. Cosmo, you want the smoke? Get it too, homie! We got a 1v1!
Oh my goodness, Iona! Bro, watch.
X7's left alive. Now it's Iona looking to make...
Yo, this girl's dirty! Aggressively push up to this degree. Lydia's able to find one. Artem, Misa coming through. What's that? Is that a kilo? Whoa! Whoa! Artemisa, the Damascus kilo. Ooh, Chels finds one, is looking for two, but Artemisa. Yo, this girl kinda nuts with the kilo, bro.
Yo, how are you?
I have been. Found herself on that Sparrow shot, but the Angels do maintain this P3. Oh, Brig stuff! Well, it was looking good for a minute there for the beginning of this round, but it is quickly gone in. I think you're right on the money. The arrow can push that up, finds two in the field. Starts a ton of points, let alone
Welcome back, North America, to the Mobile Mayhem Summer 2023 Grand Finals. I'm your host, Zim, and I'm actually going to be joined today by the renowned Verdict and Denomine. Guys, how we looking today?
Oh, man, I think we're looking pretty great. We got three of the best teams in North America about to square off and go ham against each other once again. You get a little bit of that repeat action from Stage 4. It couldn't be any better, Zim.
Absolutely, Day. How we feeling?
I'm doing pretty good. Definitely excited to get into our games today. It's Grand Finals day, so definitely expecting some high-level competition for our matchups to come.
We just recently wrapped up the regional championship where we just saw Luminosity take home the throne in North America as the number 1 seed. And some interesting storylines now coming back into the Mobile Mayhem finals with some changes notably made to the Tribe roster. How are we looking today with that rebound matchup here? We're going to have that first game be Tribe versus Mayhem. I know we got a little bit of roster changes here, but what are we looking for in this particular matchup? I know 6-0 for Team Mayhem in that regional final on those Samsung devices. How do we think that this shakes out here with the new additions?
I think it's going to be a lot better than what we saw in Stage 4, obviously. Tribe had every advantage known to man coming into, the land of M. And I just feel like they let it go so badly that they've got to come back with a little bit more vengeance. They're not on those same devices. They don't have the pressure on them. And right now, they're kind of just like flipping players back and forth to see what's going to fit. I think we're going to see interesting gameplay. It's going to be better. I don't know if it's going to be a different outcome, though.
I mean, Day, give me that feeling, man. We saw Tribe go up against Luminosity in that winner's bracket final. We saw a swift 3-0. It looked like LG didn't even break a sweat on that series. Do we think that maybe if Tribe can kind of put something together against Mayhem, that maybe this roster can kind of get back into form?
I think it's a little bit too soon to really expect that. I think Mayhem and Luminosity have obviously been looking in tip-top shape. Tribe, and we saw the games the other day, obviously struggled quite a bit, so I don't have a lot of high hopes for them here today. I'm more than welcome in inviting them to obviously come through and prove me wrong, but I definitely think that's a roster that has a lot more potential with the time they have to work with between now and Stage 5.
Well, we got some great matches up on the slate today. If we go on ahead and take a look at the matches to come, we're going to have Tribe versus Mayhem. That's going to be our lower bracket final. A rematch from the regional championship here where we saw, again, Mayhem taking home 2 back-to-back sweeps against Tribe, which we haven't seen before. This is definitely looking like one of the more weaker Tribe teams in recent memory, and they're coming into some big changes. So, with that being said, let's take a look at that map series. Verdict, break it down for me.
All right, I'm taking a look at it right now. Looks like a pretty good little balance between best of both worlds. Tribe getting a little antsy with that Hardpoint Hacienda. Search and Destroy on firing range. If I had to guess, that would have to be Mayhem's selection. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I feel like Hacienda was one of the preferred maps by Tribe in Stage 4. Again, memory could serve me not correctly, but I feel like this one could go either way. Control obviously going to be the decision maker if we get to go to a Game 4, Game 5 rather. Obviously we can see it get cut down right there as well. If it goes further, it is going to be Apocalypse for the Hardpoint, number 2, as well as a Search or Destroy on Slum. So overall map selections, this is about as even of a playing field as we've seen to date.
I know that was one of the big talking points that we had for Tribe in the regional championship was just how their draft was looking like, their map selection, their side selection as well. So happy to see that they're actually getting a balanced out series in a rematch against Mayhem. That's going to be pretty big for them with their chances potentially to go on ahead and take this series. But on the other end of it, Mayhem looking really good. And again, a comfortable series. I'm taking a look at those maps and it looks like Mayhem is going to be feeling pretty good on those. Denominate, just looking at those maps, where do you think the critical points are going to be for each of these teams to find a victory?
Well, in a matchup with Tribe versus Mayhem, we definitely got to be looking at maps like Hacienda that I think Mayhem has looked very strong on, and a map like Slums that I truly think there's a lot of potential for Tribe on. So we will obviously see as we get further on into our day here today and get an idea of, really what version of these teams we have showing up. Overall, I would say Mayhem should have a pretty distinctive advantage, but looking at the talent that Tribe brings to the table, especially some of the sniper lineup that they have, they can really capitalize in it, search, and destroy. Obviously, they got kind of demolished against Luminosity the other day, but realistically, Luminosity have been looking at their peak for some time now. So this is a little bit different of a matchup. Maybe Tribe will be able to find a little bit more momentum. Between the two teams, we have a mirror match of operators. I don't think that's really much of a surprise at this point in time, but we don't see any like crazy equalizers or anything like that coming out either. And as a result, that's probably due to, these maps aren't really great for like super close range. So I don't think the equalizer is great even in that sense, just you have so much more versatility with some of the others, but I expect some players may experiment a little bit.
Equalizer's coming back into meta, man. I'm actually hoping
I'm about to say, I saw a lot of it in Green.
Yeah, man.
I was like, everybody. But then again, the rule set was a little different too. Like, you gotta look at it. They actually banned one operator. So, with that being said, like, equalizer's gotta be, played in that regard. But if it was so damn OP, they would have been, banning it off the rip. And that's not the case. Usually it's the Purifier.
We got a map maybe that we might see it later on. I know that you can change the operators now in between the maps. We got an Apocalypse. So maybe we see something like that come out from maybe a solo or something like that. Who knows? But it looks like it's good and ready to go. I'm taking a look at the lobby right now. We do have our players inbound and ready to start competing. Guys, is it a little bit too early? But what do you think? Let me get a prediction. What are we feeling?
Dave, do you want to take the hot seat on this one? I mean, I have a feeling, but I also don't have a clue at the same time.
If I'm going to be honest, I am definitely leaning a little bit more on the side of Team Mayhem. Just again, Tribe, we saw struggle very, very heavily with the kind of synergy that the new roster changes have brought. I think this is a team that has a ton of potential. It's just, again, going to take some time for them to truly get in and develop their synergy and their teamwork. So we'll see as we get on into it, but I think Mayhem should be in a pretty good position here.
I have to agree with him on that. And with that being said, you got to look at the starting five. Completely different than what we saw on Tuesday. It's Rabalo, S-Thug, Rehan, Jez, and Solo. So no Saken, no space. I think the pace of this team is going to suit them a lot better in respawn game modes, especially the Hardpoint. This one actually could be a little bit of an upset, and it's crazy to say that Tribe winning would be the upset, but I still got to favor Mayhem just due to consistency. We'll see if they can bring their A game. I'm going to go with a stat line of 3-1. I think they lose the opening Hardpoint, though.
We got to see how it looks again. I've been keeping an eye on those Tribe scrims recently, and they've been looking really, really good. I've been watching some of those games, particularly against Mayhem as well. Albeit, we'll say Mayhem has been playing with Pepe and some kind of fill-ins and stuff, so they've been playing, but I guess we can't make a proper look at Tribe until we see them actually go on ahead and put iron to iron. So without being delaying this anymore, let's go on ahead and get into the matchup.
Let's do it. All right, we're going to see Zim back after this series. We're going to go ahead and jump into our opener, ladies and gentlemen. Get prepared. Hope you brought your favorite drinks, your favorite snacks. It's going to be a doozy. Going to be a long one if Tribe plays their cards right. We're looking for Mayhem to shut this puppy down at a dominant run against this Tribe roster in Stage 4. The playoffs well over. Let's see if they can make that same kind of production here in this opening Hardpoint.
All right, well, we'll certainly see. As you said, we may have a little bit more of a strength in the Tribe respawns with this particular lineup that they bring to the table. And a lot of that can be Jez. And while speaking of Jez, starts things off with a kill onto Kings and finds a follow-up onto Jesus Saves as well. And some great teamwork there out of Mayhem. But Solo on the flank, able to come through with a big triple kill, is absolutely huge. But right now, it is Tribe on the hill racking up points.
Yeah, good God, Solo running rampant right now. You want a guy that's high pace, intensity, just all over the place? Well, I mean, look no further, sir. The Solo just got a 5-piece off the rip. Right now, Rehan trying to do the same thing. Not going to be able to do so much. Rabalo trying to get involved as well. They're going to both get shut down, and the rotation over to New is going to be on the minds of others. Right now, Tribe might be able to get that early advantage over there. As you can see, the rotation is going to be made rather early. Solo be finally dealt with as he does find 7 in the feed before finally getting shut down. The rotation now, Tribe, they're all over Garage for the time being. Good God! The reaction time. Solo is just a different level. Right now, he's got to go big because he's the only one here in new. And an early setup could have been spoiled. Now, I do see a little bit of help here coming through for S-Thug. He's got the AR presence and the wall bangs that go along with it. That is going to be plenty enough to shut down the first wave of players. Tribe running away with it off the bat.
All right, well, Tribe definitely in a good position here, and right now you can see S-Thug in a great position with this Kilo locking down the head glitch. Maybe gets a little bit too aggressive before his team arrives and does get gunned down, and that's going to provide a big opening for the side of Mayhem. And unfortunately for S-Thug, that Predator missile is going to fall to a trophy system, so great use of the utility there out of the side of Mayhem, but looking like Tribe are actually winning a lot of these gunfights at the hill, maintaining a slight advantage, but now with the players cleared off, this is going to be some great trickle time for the side of Mayhem. It should be just enough for them to essentially tie things up as P3 gets ready to open. So very, very chaotic P2 money hill that we had there. But Mayhem, they're still in this.
Oh, they are indeed. Jez on the prowl. They try to lock down the back lines. They are going to get sold out there. 3 in the feed for Tribe. They're going to rack up some time uncontested. Spawns are a little bit on waiver. It does look like we are going to see Tribe with top side towards the well for the time being. S-Thug trying to play the cutoff, man. He's going to get shut down. Jez now all over the objective for the time. No, he's not. It's going to be Ralph and crew, and there goes the operators. Plenty to go around for days. They're going to be able to take the lead for the first time this game. Mayhem starting to finally click. It is going to be a little bit of a waste there for the War Machine. Nonetheless, Raph going big. Oh my God, turns and burns on him too. A 3 in the feed, not including some of the kills there from the Claw. Nonetheless, Tribe still trying to get the break here. Making the rotations over towards new as well at the same time. S-Thug going to have to cut his losses, look for some transitional kills because it ain't happening. Right now, a shutdown for Mayhem. Tribe need to answer back.
All right, well, Mayhem had a great P3 for themselves there, and P4 getting ready to open up. This can be a very difficult one to hold just based on the geometry of this side of the map. Going to be a lot of close-range gunfights happening here, and it's going to be an area where a lot of your SMG users can really capitalize, as well as operators like the War Machine or the Sparrow that offer a bit of AoE damage as well. So we'll be on the lookout for that. A bunch of trades do come through, but it's Cartels with 2 on the Purifier. Going to make that break into the hill, and now Mayhem continuing to rack up the points here.
Yeah, they are indeed. There goes a Preddy. Jez going to be able to find one with it. Now the hit is coming through. Solo's all over the objective. He's got a Purifier. He's looking for more. Not going to be able to find any more because they are going to get shut down. But the rotation over towards new is looking like it's going to be made as well. Solo doing best to keep the corridors covered. And it does look like some trickle tie going to go in favor of Tribe. So we got a back and forth affair so far. It does look like Mayhem's going to be able to take the early advantage as far as that lead goes, but it is still anybody's ball game. 94-86, lead only by 8. Mayhem still have the advantage. Can they keep it, though? We'll see. Onto the objective they go. Just Jesus all over it. And through the smoke, he's still eating bullets. Ravallo finally going to be able to shut him down. He's got a slow start. Let's see if he can redeem himself.
All right, well, we'll certainly see as things continue to roll, as Tribe find themselves a little bit of an advantage and grab some time in their favor. And now with this P1 open, they're looking really, really good locking down this hill. S-Thug in a great position on the heady, but the team does struggle with the lack of high ground control that we have. And, well, you can see Jesus looking to slide on in, takes down S-Thug as well. And this P1 can be a pretty big toss-up just because there's so many different avenues, so many different routes that you can take to get on into this. And, well, it is looking really, really good for them right now. We'll see as things continue to roll on if Tribe can keep this momentum rolling forward. Again, we talked about them struggling quite a bit against Luminosity, but Luminosity, just a different beast in the game right now. And this different lineup that we have for Tribe, looking good for the respawns. S-Thug, great use of the Sparrow there. Going to find 2, almost gets a 3rd.
Almost gets a 3rd, but those through Secret Passage absolutely didn't see it coming. I think they both kind of just stacked up for a moment and love to see it from S-Dog. Here comes the Andy, though, for Kings. Is it going to be the answer pack that Mayhem needs? He's getting pinched from both sides. The hit coming from one end to the other. They're hitting him all over the place. One in the water, one from the rear, one from the front. This one's a tough way to go. Rihan going to be able to find a two-piece along with it, and his operator's not going to go to waste either. He's going to be able to sniff out another one, too, and the damage continue to roll on. Tribe back in the driver's seat. 20 seconds left to go here on this P2 objective. And they have looked better and better throughout this game so far. They're going to be able to rack the lead up for it, as we do see Mayhem attempting to get another break on in. They got 10 seconds to go, and both of them going to be falling victim to that Robalo spray. And things now starting to look a little bit brighter for the boys over at Tribe. We gave them a lot of hell on Tuesday, and let me just tell you, we meant every word. Right now, they are looking like a different team.
All right, well, we'll see. Obviously, Tribe making a bit of a comeback on that last P2 and P1 in a great spot now with this P3 opened up. But it does look like Mayhem are going to swarm as a group, and an effective countermeasure it is as they take down all opposition. And now one coming in from the back. You've also got S-Thug up top, but the follow-up good for Rihan for 3. Oh my goodness, going ham on this hill right now. And Tribe definitely looking like a different team. And well, granted there are 2 different players playing here today, it makes a little bit of sense.
It does make a little bit of sense right now. Jez is the player to watch. Looking for some kills here on the hill. He's going to just be content with holding the top side through the fence. The HVK sprays hit for a few, but does not find a follow-up. 3 instantly down. That's Mayhem going to be able to rack up some uncontested time. That now going to be at the sacrifice of getting that early setup. Jez back on the respawn. He's looking for some more. The transitional kill is going to come through. Blur. Oh my god! How did you win that, Blur? Absolutely ripped him off of it. The LK multiplier is going absolutely berserk, but we're looking at it from the grand scheme of things. It is Tribe going to be able to continue with the lead, and operators out in abundance there for Solo. Yet again, another case where this Purifier is going to reign supreme. He's good for 1. Looking at this second, he was 1-y. And now Tribe trying to put the finishing touches on this. Solo is all over the objective, just like his name still is. It's Solo, and he does so much. Blur finally going to be able to shut him down, but damage has been done. 3 on the hill for Tribe. Mayhem trying to knock on this objective, and right now they are not having very much luck.
Yeah, they're definitely not. Tribe, you mentioned, was going to be strong in the respawns with the addition of Jez here, and well, it has certainly been a case. He's not quite top frag, but he is up there on the team. 28 kills on the board for him. Tied up with the top frag for the side of Mayhem on Raph, sitting on 28. Now, as we've crossed the 200-point mark, we're within a single hardpoint hold away from being able to close things out. And we know how well this team performed when it came to the P1 and P2 resets last time around. So dangerous position for the side of Mayhem to be in. And S-Thug once again returning to this heady that he has made absolute work of in the past couple of rotations. So we'll see as things keep rolling here. But Jesus going to be the first on the hill. And now S-Thug, he does have a Sparrow charge, but he's pushing on up. What on earth? Jesus, what a play!
Man, Adam, he's doing the most. He's got an operator to work with, too. We'll see if he can make it, last a little bit longer as we see P1 finally going to be compromised. Tribe finally going to get on the hill on the backs of Jez, but a nasty 2-piece is going to get shut down as well. Solo from the top rope, waiting for the players to make the rotation through. It's Jesus. Holy hell, the flicks. He's got him for days. Unfortunately, though, the team's at a little bit of peril. They're going to be able to rack up some time here on the P1 reset. But, yeah, it's over to P2. We go for Solo and squad. Tribe looking to put the finishing touches on it. Kings, he sniffed out the early rotation. He's going to be able to shut down 1. But this operator, this Annie, looks like it might go to waste. He's got 6 more shots in the gun. S-Thug from a distance. He's got a full squad wipe. That's 3 down. This might be the end for Mayhem. Tribe running rampant with it now as P2 opens up. Garage never looked better for them, and only 25 seconds to shut it down.
All right, man. Well, let me tell you, I was about to compliment Mayhem on their rotation with the P1 to the P2 transition. They held it perfectly, but then here came S-Thug, that Sparrow coming through with the quad feed, cleared them out. He somehow managed to recover here on the side of Mayhem and are starting to rack up some of the points as well. There's just barely enough points for them to basically tie things up, and we may still see a P3 yet. S-Thug going a little bit ham right now up to 30 kills, but he's going to get shut down. It is a bloodbath here at Verdict, and it does look like Mayhem narrowly win out on the trades. This is going to be definitely going over to our P3 now, as there's not time left for Tribe to win, and they're going to be playing a member down with S-Thug, hanging back for this trickle time. And now only 4 points to go. Rough position for Mayhem.
That was definitely the play, though. S-Thug just putting them nickels and diming it right over towards that P3 where it could shut down. Only 4 seconds needed. Team Mayhem are going to have a little bit of an opening advantage, but they do not have the numbers. Right now, they're trying to play perimeter control. You got to hop on the hill. This is now or never. If you're a Mayhem fan, hold the line. If you're a Tribe fan, get that break. They only need 4 seconds. They're flirting with it. There it goes. It's in the form of Solo. Who else? He's going to be able to find one. King's going to hop down into death. And it is going to be an open hill for the time being. Only 1 second still needed. Tribe getting all over the objective, and up top, Blur, he's trying to shut him down. 31 seconds if you're Mayhem, only 1 if you're Tribe. Can they get the job done? Rabalo can't do it. And Mayhem are going to buy a little bit of a lifeline for the time being. It is interesting now they have 0 room for error, and only 1 wipe needed for Mayhem to get eliminated off this game 1 hardpoint so far. Tribe just haven't been able to do the work. And the early rotation is going to be made. So there is going to be another lifeline towards this P4 we go. Rock is where it is going to end.
All right, well, this has been an incredible match between these two teams, but with only 1 point to go, Tribe knew their opponents couldn't end on that P3. They set up for P4. They got the kills. They got that 1 second that they needed, and they're able to come through with a strong victory here in the end. Definitely looking better than they did on Tuesday, and we'll have to see if Mayhem are able to bring things back for the matchup ahead. Obviously, we were talking about the sniper presence being available for Search and Destroy, and well, we've got plenty of talent on both of these rosters when it comes to the snipes. And man, look at Rehan coming through, MVP of the team, 41 on the board. The rest of the team all making it pretty safely into the 30s, and well, the numbers are pretty similar on the opposition, but the map control in a couple key moments just went in favor of Tribe, and some great operator use out of S-Thug during that matchup made some huge breaks that got Tribe to win.
Okay, well, I said it earlier. I don't want to toot my own horn, but beep, beep, toot, toot. Here we are. Taking the opening hardpoint was my call from the rip. The pace of this team just looks significantly different with this particular roster and mix. Is it a better overall team? We don't know just yet. This is the only time we've seen them so far. One would say that this would probably be heading in the right direction. They took the W, and that's all that matters. So Tribe for the win in game number 1. And if you're a Mayhem fan, it's not over just yet. No, it is far from over. We still got at least 2 more games for them to get on board. Absolute, I mean, it was back and forth. I just felt like Tribe had control of the map the entirety of that Hacienda. I don't know if anybody else feels different. I mean, this is night and day performance out of what we saw on Tuesday. And I know it was against LG, but let's be real here. Like, when you're getting this high in the competition, you've got to be able to hang with LG, Mayhem. You got to be able to go toe and toe. Tuesday didn't look like a team that wanted to win. Today, a lot different.
Yeah, I mean, again, we do have a player substitution in, or rather just a different player for the lineup here today that has been consistently good despite playing on some sizable ping, and that is going to be Jez. And you see it in various moments during that game. He was able to capitalize on some big rotations for the team, and it really looked solid. So I don't know if this is a change that they're considering overall, but really looking across the board for both of these teams, I think they both played quite excellently. You look at the hill times, you look at the kills, and it was a really, really balanced matchup. And with only a 13-point difference, it's only a matter of a couple gunfights that truly decided the outcome of this match. And again, I think we had some great operator use out of the side of Tribe. We got a lot of value when they were used. So definitely got to give them credit where credit is due, but we're getting ready to head into Search and Destroy, where operators are not going to be a factor. You're going to be relying on those snipers, and you're definitely going to be relying on those subs on the push. So We're going to see as we get on into it. We're going to be on Slums. So we've seen a lot of Express lately, a little bit of a change up. Why does that say Firing Range? I thought we were on
it's Firing
Slums.
Range. It's not Slums. Slums is Game 5.
Oh, the Slums is... Okay, yep.
Yeah.
I had it backwards. My bad.
No, I'm looking at it in the graphics. I mean, the maps kind of do look similar. If you take a look at it on the screen, it is displayed for everyone to see. We just played the Hacienda. It was a bloodbath. Back and forth it went. What a stalemate. It was one team taking the advantage and finally putting it away there on the P4 rotation. 250 to 237. And certainly Mayhem would love to have that one back. They had stat lines that looked pretty solid for a team that wanted to win, but ultimately just couldn't get the job done. Search and Destroy, though, this is their map. This is their stomping grounds. This is where they get their advantage back, right? Well, is it going to be tied up after this, or are we going to see Tribe take another one? We'll have to find out now as we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Game number 2, Firing Range, Search and Destroy. Chat, get prepared, get hyped. If you got a favorite team, spam it in chat. If you don't, just tell me you're here for all the enjoyment of seeing the top-tier gameplay, because, man, this is about as high as it's going to get from North America. Surely there's LG, but right now this is bitter rivalry between these two, am I right?
Yeah, it definitely is, and we're getting on into this Firing Range, so again, going to be on some of the snipers to start things off, and I think it's a great opportunity to give Rehan a little bit of opportunity in the spotlight, but instead, I'm going to take that back as Mayhem heavy shove into the A side, and Solo's here for a good 2-piece. It's going to trade out Raballo for the likes of Jesus Saves and Raph. We do get the bomb plant, so that's going to set our timer at 45. And a 4v3 retake looking possible as Solo picks up kill number 3.
Oh, here it comes. The swarm. It's there. No, you can't hop the bomb just yet. Kings is here, buddy. Oh, would have loved to see a little bit quick reaction time out of him. Now it's all on Blur. He can't hit a shot, and surely he's going to be holding onto that one. Into the next round we go. Great retake there from Tribe, and it all started with Solo. Man, he was not denied. Inside that trailer they went, and inside of the next round they go. Gotta love to see the aggression too, man. Love it when a guy like Solo just comes at you with everything. Surely took down Cartels along with it. So 3 opening there for Solo. I know we were trying to give Rehan some respect, but can't deny greatness in the form of him. He is certainly one of the players to watch out for now as we go for another hit, and they are right back in the trailer. Raballo, though, going to be held victim. Jesus going to get some spots. Solo's going to give away some shots. Oh, he is not going to be denied yet again. Finally going to get shut down, but 1 for 2 trades coming through. Mayhem opening up the early advantage.
All right, well, big play there from Raph and Blur. Going to take down an equalizing factor, and that's going to leave S-Thug last alive in a 1v4. And despite a good recovery in that first round by the side of Tribe, Mayhem quickly answered back, and that one was quite convincing at that. Now tying us up 1-1 in this matchup. Keep in mind, guys, we are in a best of 5, and we do have a 1-game advantage in favor of Tribe as they were able to come through with that opening hardpoint victory. So see as things continue to rock and roll what's going to happen here. Obviously, some aggressive pushes have been happening, and, well, another one opens up for Blur and Jesus Saves. The 2-for-1, though, as Solo is here for the refrag, taking down former teammate Jesus Saves. Now that bomb plant looking to come through. Rehan and maybe snipe out a player here, but Raballo from trailer is going to clean that one up. We're looking at a 3-3. Ooh, Rehan narrowly misses there. Raph. Ooh, ends up getting taken down by Raballo.
Oh!
Big pick off the heady. Rehan with the wallbang.
Oh my God, such a great retake. That was just about as great as it gets right there, boys. And I don't know if things went just like horribly wrong. Raph inserted himself into the same chaos that he just watched his homeboy get dropped at. Like, you take that bomb heady at your own risk. There's so much you could do outside of that. Obviously, you know, none of it was done there. So a great read from Tribe, great retake. Numbers worked miracles for them. Now we're going to switch things up. It is Mayhem on the prowl towards the B side. Rehan, he's the only one here. No, he's got S-Thug right here to have his back, and through the smoke, S-Dog's gonna be able to find 1, make it 2. And Mayhem, back to the drawing boards they go. It's a 1v5 for Kings. Nope, it's a 22-second round win for Tribe as they take back-to-back rounds.
All right, well, Tribe, 3-1 lead now as we are narrowing down to the end of our first half. Obviously, we'll be switching sides after 6. And maybe we'll see things switch up when we have Mayhem on the defense. But right now, Tribe, their defense has looked incredibly solid. The retakes have been crystal clear. Now with a single pick advantage, Mayhem have some opportunities here. Let me tell you, Kings, you're a little bit lucky. That looks like you should have been dead to rights all day long.
Oh, man. Okay. King said you have around. You can find out, buddy. Guess what? You found out. That's finally going to be able to shut him down, though. Kings. I mean, he was lucky to be alive right there. You said it right. I caught the tail end of that hit marker. It was not pretty. Right now, a little bit of psyche going a long way. S-Dog on the read, though. Look at this. Cartels. Gonna be able to stick this bomb plant. S-Dog says, I got you if you exit, homie. Blur. Oh, no. Jesus, rather. Gonna get blurred out. S-Dog finally gonna be able to get that kill in. The wrap there for Jesus. As he does have a little bit of a pinch effect. And, oh, my God, Rapallo. He saw it coming and still couldn't prevent it. And it's all on S-Dog here. 1v3 style. Jesus, now just playing around. He's got an R9 as well. Let me tell you, up close, he ain't having it, buddy. 3-2. Mayhem finally able to get a point on board after back-to-back rounds going in favor of Tribe.
All right, 3-2 advantage in favor of Tribe as Mayhem closed the gap a little bit, but the final round of the Mayhem offense is coming our way. And if you're a Mayhem fan, you're definitely hoping they're able to equalize things out here and maybe give themselves a little bit of an advantage going into the second half where they'll be on the defense. But aggressive push up towards A, we can see it, the players can't. This A-bomb is about as free gets to plant. They've offered their opponents a big opportunity to make this rotation. And with a kill out of the literal frag. Ooh, hold on. Rion! Oh, no! Oh, man, doesn't check into the spawn, and that's going to be a free one for Blur.
Okay, free one for Blur. And catch it on the transition. S-Dog, he is not missing a lot here in this one. Bomb's going to be planted. Pressure on here for Mayhem to perform. Down in numbers. Blur's got to go big. Oh, my God, Ches. There's no way you just get absolutely railed right there. Solo's already hopped the bomb. He's trying to go ahead and get the defuse. It ain't happening. Blur's still alive. 27 seconds. The dream is in his hands, and it's a nightmare as he cannot clutch for the team. Rapallo going to go ahead and get the defuse, and through the first 6 rounds of play, we've got a 4-2 advantage in favor of Tribe. Again, different roster this time around. Different results so far. This is a team that got 6-0'd by Mayhem in the playoffs of Stage 4. Right now, they are looking like a team that never had any of those problems rolling into tonight. They are looking like the Tribe team that we know and love. We'll see if they can continue on.
Right, well, 4-2 advantage in favor of Tribe, and they open it up with 2 big kills, giving them a little bit of an advantage here in this matchup.
What?
But kills do continue to trade out. Oh my goodness.
Was that a collab? I think I caught it, but I'm going to be honest with you. It looked like both of them died immediately. I didn't even see them stack up. Blur! He says pick up the bomb, S-Thug. There's a problem if you do. Nate gonna come through, not gonna find anything with it, but I for sure thought Tribe had this round in the bag. They started off with 2, and King said, oh, not so fast, my friend.
All right, well, S-Thug, off the back of what was a good opening 2-piece trade, not gonna be able to be in a great position here as the 1v2 is it there at the end, and Mayhem, the defense will prevail, but let me tell you, was not super convincing.
Destroy the objective.
But got some opportunities here for an intense matchup still. 4-3 advantage for Tribe, but that can change at any moment.
See right now, Slow and Steady's wins the race for them. They're all stacked up inside wood. And a phenomenal regain there for Mayhem last round. Kings going hammer, Blur going big. Boys starting to finally step it up. Opening round could have been disastrous. We could have been that much closer to match point. Jez, been able to dial it back in. He's got the snipes, and he's got 2 on board so far. Slow start to say the least, but hey, Cartels, he's got a whole ass donut, bro. What is going on? My guy was undisputed champion, MVP of Stage 4, and right now, not looking like that is the case. Blur going to be able to open up with 1 for himself. He's going to be able to pick up his 9th, and tries to get a little over antsy with it. Pays a price. Bomb should go down along with it. Jez going to be able to find a third there. Finally starting to click. Bombs down. Pressure's on for Mayhem here for the retake. It's Jesus. It's Cartels. 2v3 style, 35 seconds.
All right. Big opportunity for Tribe to extend that gap between these two teams. Ooh. Oh, that was so close, but it's going to leave Cartels in a 1v2. He's got a bomb to deal with as well. She got up, very, very aggressive, big play. Pros don't fake, pros don't fake. Jez coming around, looking for it.
He missed!
Misses the first shot. Oh, the jumping!
I for sure thought he was going to get that one. That was exactly the right play right there. Jez, I mean, he had no idea where he was, so maybe it wasn't the right play. Who cares? In hindsight, you look at it, he didn't get the round anyways. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. 50-50 gunfights, well, Jez, he's starting to heat up. That's probably one you wanted to avoid to begin with. Nonetheless, Tribe, 2 rounds away from putting this one away. Have been oh so good here on this Search or Destroy, and this is a map selection here from Mayhem. Can they step it up here in the defending round? Right now, the bomb's going to be made way over. Solo going to be able to find the opening bloods. And Trouble in Paradise with Blur. Going to be able to find one. King's going to be able to find another. And just like that, Mayhem, here they come. Wiping them clean, just like that. Jez, last alive. Bomb's going to be defused. And a great retake here with only 1 casualty.
All right, well. Very, very close matchup once again. Very similar to the hardpoint that we already had during this matchup. Tribe managed to maintain a single round lead. We are inching closer and closer to potential overtime. Blur going to be top fragging here for the side of Mayhem. 10 kills deep. You look over at the opposition. Solo right on his heels with 9. So definitely got some good kill participation coming through. Now, very strong defense set up towards the A site by the side of Mayhem. 3 deep. You've got 2 players over on the B side. It looks like there's some potential for Tribe to maybe double back towards B and overpower their opponents, but the bomb maybe just looks a little bit confused and or worried in the hands of Rabala right now.
It is, but if he dies there, I mean, at least it's in your spawn, so can't really question it too much. Right now, Jesus. Pivotal player to watch. Cartels has his back. Here comes the intel. 3 stack in the backside jungle. Jesus is going to get the cross. Does find one. Is going to get a little overextended. Pays the price. He gets dropped. 1-for-1 trades coming through, but this bomb still making its way over. And Cartels going big when it matters the most. Solo. He's won, bro. How does he win that? I'll tell you how. He's just a freaking nature. Solo doing big things here in the later portion of this game. Bomb's still down for the time being, though. And he's going to have to do it all. He spots Raph as well. Oh, my God. Cannot get the shots to hit. And nonetheless, you're going to take that fight? Oh, that's tough. Jez going to be able to get the trade, though. Bomb is collected. 30 seconds left to go, Dave.
All right. Well, very, very close matchup here. Coming down to a 1v1 and Blur. Yikes.
No way. That's tough.
That one just flat out hurt to watch.
I mean, I don't even think he saw him either. That's the part that, like, kind of concerns me. I mean, there's no way that, you know, you fat finger that. And you said it a couple rounds back, he might be top fragging for this team, but he has yet to find a kill through the past 3 rounds. We'll see if he can pick up slack. There it is, right there. He's going to be able to take down Rabalo on the cross towards this A site. And it's a casualty that the boys over Tribe will be happy with, as this bomb plant is going to go down in return. So now the pressure is on Mayhem. It is now or never. Down 2-0 in the series, or we're going to extend the search and destroy a little bit longer. They need 2 to find the overtime. It's got to start here. Let's see what they can do. Opening blood. Blur going to be able to find a nade, and just like that, he's heating up. S-Dog's going to be spotted. S-Dog's going to be erased. It's Jez. It is Rihan. Only 1 player left standing in Rihan, and that is it. Mayhem have done the impossible. Rihan, can you do it? You cannot. That is it. Mayhem going to be able to buy themselves another round. And still, I felt a little concerned for them after watching that one, but Blur, man, just pulling out all of the tricks in this one. The nade shot, the second follow-up shot there on S-Dog, man, is starting to really turn it up now.
All right, well, going to be a 6-5 lead. If Mayhem can find one more, they could lock us into some overtime. We'll have to see if they're going to be able to capitalize on that. Oh, Jez, how? How? Oh my goodness, Jesus should have had that kill. That's a rather unfortunate one for Mayhem. Bomb going to be once again in the hands of Raballo, and now a round advantage and a player advantage going to be in favor of the side of Tribe. They could look to close things out here with no OT needed.
See if they can do it. Mayhem. Do you have what it takes to take us one more round in and get that overtime, get a little bit of redemption right now? You're not looking bad, but you're not looking great. We'll see what they can do. Minute left to go on the clock. King's going to be able to take down Jazz, too.
Oh, my goodness.
God. I didn't catch it, but I know it was magnificent. And what was looking like a doable situation here for Tribe to play Avengers still looks very doable, but they've got to lock and load, man. There's a lot of time that they're wasting. And Kings! What? Rehan did see it coming, buddy. The wall bang coming through, and it's down to 3. Tribe not going to be able to do it in regulation if they cannot win this round. Cartels, he is the toll keeper right here on B. He is absolutely obliterated. And life now going to be breathed back into this Tribe roster. They're going to go ahead and get this bomb plant down over B now. Day 25 seconds going to be pushed back up to 25, 30, 45. No, it didn't go down. Kings.
Listen. Tribe had everything under their belt to win this one and have unfortunately funneled themselves into such a dangerous position. You may now be giving your opponents an opportunity for some overtime. Solo pushing up, doesn't see Kings. Blur gonna clean up S-Thug. All tied up 6-6, and that overtime is now locked in verdict. My goodness, what a series we have going on right now.
Oh, it's a banger, bro. This one is hitting 10 out of 10 so far. 12 rounds in, we're tied up. We want more. First round in, it's going to be Mayhem on the attack. You already know you got to do it on both fronts. Jez, wow, what a nade, Jesus. Where did you even step into? Very unfortunate. As we'll see Adam back, guaranteed next round, brought to you by Overtime Rules. And well, it's looking like Mayhem are going to be stuck in their spawn for the time being. They're going to have to dig themselves out of this one. And the more time you waste, kind of like last round for Tribe, the least likely the odds are going to be. So they're going to have to make a decision. It's now or never. Rehan's holding the fort down over at B. He's got a nasty line of sight. And in the middle of the map, you got basically a 2-2-1 split as S-Thug's now going to be able to make the rotation over towards that B side and give Rehan some help. Nothing a brewing here for the side of Mayhem. Not a single trade in sight.
All right, well, Jesus down. Be a big opportunity for Tribe to get themselves the lead once again, but we obviously saw last round they struggled even having that player advantage. So back on the defense as rounds are going to alternate now. You got to win by 2 here in the search and destroy overtime, so we'll see. But does look like Mayhem maybe just having been forced back to try to play for a pick at this point. They played very, very cautiously right off the start. And, well, time is ticking away. 30 seconds to make a move, and it looks like B is going to be the choice.
Okay, well, how many kills does Rehan get here will determine if Mayhem are going to be dead in the water. Blur finally going to be able to dial one up. There's a nade shot. Rehan's feeling the pressure. He's a diamond, though. He's going to get traded out. Oh, my God. Blur's on the wrap. Kings, high pressure intensity here. Raballo puts him down. Blur going to be able to get the trade. It's a 1v1. 5 seconds left to go. Jez, don't peek.
We got the bomb.
No, time's going to expire. That is a tough way. And as we said it earlier, the more time you waste on the offensive rounds, the least likely you are to clutch. And that was an instance where one mistake or one bad read or one bad corner check and the game's over. That's basically it, what it comes down to. A quick hit over towards B. For two of these players over at Tribe, make it 3. They're stacking it, Day.
Oh, Blur. Big opening pick onto Solo. Mayhem could be in a good position off the back of that, but Rehan has opted to not fight this round, it looks like. Ends up getting a kill, bringing the Switchblade to the table. Bomb plant is going to set our timer to 45. We're now down to 35 remaining, and it's a decent position for the side of Tribe, as now they've forced Mayhem to have to push on in. King is going to find a good kill onto Rihan there.
This is it. Now or never. Mayhem, you got to roll. Time is... Oh, my God. Time is of the essence. Rabalo, he is desperately needed. Jesus, gonna get shut down. It's all on Rebby. 10 seconds left to go for the clutch. Is he gonna be able to do it? Here comes the hit. Kings and crew, they're right there.
Oh my goodness, just in time.
Oh my God, we've got a nail biter. This one not done in 14. We need more. 7-7. Overtime rules yet again reset. And Mayhem do it on the backs of literally milliseconds. Perfectly played for them, though. And now they're not wasting any time here on the attack. Look at them. They are already through this A-long site. Let's see if they can get the bomb plant down. Reb! Shut it down with the nade! And that might be it. That is it. You want to, I mean, just perfectly played. Where are the trophies at? Jez says, hey, popcorn, buddy. Popcorn. Look at that one. Right over the bomb site. And now it's all up to Jesus. This one. I mean, it's done. Adios, Mayhem.
All right, well, Mayhem can't seem to find themselves a position to be in any sort of momentous strategy. Do have Blur. I mean, literally, Blur and Kings are hard carrying Mayhem right now. 17 for Kings, 18 for Blur. 35 kills between these two players, the other members of the team. Sitting at 7, 7, and 6. You're looking for the opposition, and you've got a well-distributed kill participation for everybody. Bottom is going to be 8, and then you've got 3 players up into double digits. Blur going to put number 19 on the board as he opens up with the kill onto Jez. Bomb is going to be in the hands of Rabalo once again, and it looks like they may be doubling back to try another B push.
This is, yeah, that's the read. Look at it. You only got Cartels.
Cartels has got to find one here. He's got to find at least one, right?
If he finds one, he's done his job. That's it. Let's see what else you can do. I mean, not just doing your job though. Solo does not even get a chance to fire back Red. I mean, buddy, deer in headlights, my guy. Just take it for free. Bombs down. It's not going to be confirmed, but it might as well be. 1v5 here for the clutch. Rihan, can you put it away? Ralph gets dropped. Jesus there for the save. And we've got more. 16 rounds deep, baby. We've got a masterclass of a performance for both of these teams. Not a lot of mistakes being made. Just great gameplay on both fronts. Mayhem holding the line there on the defensive side. And yet to have an attack win. We'll see if Mayhem can adjust, because that nade from last round of the attack was just so damn good from Reb.
All right, well. I mean, what more can you ask of a finals day? I mean, even if this is the lower bracket of the finals, this is some great competition, and you know the winner of this matchup is going to go on to have to face up against LG in a best of 7. What a perfectly cooked nade by Jez. Looked like it impacted Raph and exploded at the same time over the wooden building. My goodness. What more can you ask for an opening pick? Didn't even see the player and still got the kill. Now time ticking away, 1:10 left to make a play for Mayhem here. This has been a strong defense after a strong defense.
Oh!
Utility truly getting burned out now, and looks like we're heading back over to A. Jez should be the one to get the information here.
Oh, he got more than information. He got a little bit of a flashbang to the head. Oh my God! His movement's crispy. He's going to shut down one. I mean, that was more than we can ask for. King's going to be able to shut him down and return bomb. Still not down yet. Rabalo doing whatever he can. Overlook there from Kings. On the back end, we've got Blur trying to go big, and he does. Solo's down. King's going to be able to find one as well. Blur's going to give up the back line as he does fall. And Reb's inside of trailer.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's down to a 1v1. S-Thug has the intel. Does he hop the bomb? Kings, this is all on you. Fake shot right there. Pros don't fake it. Hop the bomb, he says! He wants the gunny. He takes it. And the defense, yet again, prevailing. S-Thug with the clutch this time.
I'm going to tell you right now, Cartels either just hard sold or lagged. One of the two happened. Don't know how you failed the kill with the R90 at that range, but it is going to be a Tribe win once again as the defense comes through. Switching sides once again. Bomb going to be in the hands of our boy Rabalo. Now they are working up aggressively towards A. Raph gonna find a kill onto Solo mid, and I gotta say, being able to shut down Solo is definitely big. Now with Blur getting the follow-up onto Jez, the 5-3 advantage in favor of Mayhem. This one might not be over yet, man. We might be going 20 rounds deep.
It could be Blur just putting on a clinic right there. Rapallo gonna be able to play alive.
There ain't no way.
What?
There ain't no
There's no way.
way.
2v4? 2v5 action for the clutch. Kings! Feed the man, why don't you? He is all over you. Jesus, can't do much. He's got an LMG. It's all on cartels.
I'm done.
That's it. Rapallo shutting it down, chat. We're not going around 20. We're not going around 19. It's done in 18, baby. 10-8 victory. Tribe taking the 2-0 lead. Mayhem now in a position to reverse sweep. This one certainly going to have to be rewatched. What the hell happened that last round?
Listen, all I gotta say is I understand maybe the first death, pushing into the trailer there, not prepared for 2 opponents, but then 2 more people pushing one at a time, knowingly into 2 players. Yikes.
Yo.
Yikes.
I don't know, man. I mean, look, you can't ask much more Blur Kings. They dropped 42 combined. 42, my guy. This one will go down as a Tribe victory, but those guys did whatever the hell they could to give your team the advantage. Mayhem kind of just pissed that one away. Hate to see it. Tribe, they'll capitalize on it. Yet again, 2 very narrow games going in their favor. They could put this one away and get that rematch that they want against LG coming up. It is the control that we are going to be rolling into today. That one was a slobber knocker. Let me tell you, Search and Destroy, 18 rounds. I feel like my night's already complete.
264 kills on the side of Tribe. 51, 59, 67 kills on the side of Mayhem. Kill advantage, still end up throwing the game away. That was yikes. I think we got a little bit too aggressive in the position we were at for Mayhem. Obviously, knowing the players were potentially low to push into the trailer, just the bait was too strong, and Rapallo clutched up huge for the side of Tribe there at the end, and 10-8 victory. Now a 2-0 lead, as you mentioned. That's just rough. That's just rough. Before we start the next game, though, I do have to reset my game. I can't see anything now.
Oh man, what do you got? The mysterious
the black screen?
Yeah. No, that's tough. Oh, we don't make the emulators. Can't fix them either. It's either gonna work or it's not going to. I know game 1 was, I will just say, framey, to say the least. It was not enjoyable on my end. I'm hoping that we got everything we could out of it. It was just so freaking choppy and stuff. But I know that Search and Destroy wouldn't miss anything. So right now it's all on Mayhem. They can't miss anything either. They can't afford to drop a single game. Obviously, they won't be heading home empty-handed. If we take a look at the prize pool, what are they fighting for? Well, most importantly, it's a shot at first place of bragging rights, but it's $2,500 prize pool, and all $1,200 for first place, $800 for second, and $400 just for showing up here in the finals days. Obviously, we've had kind of a lackluster season. That's quite all right. We'll make the most of it, and we are certainly delivering on the games that we do get. That one was just a prime example of it, because let me tell you, man, you tell me the Tribe take 2 games in a row after losing 6 in a row to Mayhem in stage 4 playoffs, I would have dismissed you and said, I don't know, that can't be possible. Obviously, there's still a chance for a comeback here for Mayhem, but it's got to be here in this control. Got to be over here in this Hollywood Hills of Raid.
All right, well, we'll obviously see as we get on into it. I'm all reset, so whenever you guys are ready, I'm good to go. Looks like we are waiting on a couple players as well. But, man, Tribe struggled on Tuesday, looking pretty solid here today. But, again, with Jez coming in for the team, I am now a little bit interested to see how they fare up against Luminosity with this roster. And man, Mayhem got to pick it up there. Kings and Blur, 42 between two players. Yikes! That was a rough situation to be in it for sure. But hopefully Mayhem will turn things around for the control, because I mean we were expecting Mayhem to have the advantage, right, Bert? I think your prediction was 3-1 in favor of Mayhem, and right now that is not the case. Listen, I'm right there in the wrong with you, so I'm not throwing you under the bus. I'm taking you down with me.
Hey, look, man, look. If this boat is a sinking, man, the captain is surely going to go down with it, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not anticipate this one to go this way. But again, we made notes and hints and, you know, kind of like, Tribe, do something. Well, they're trying out a different roster, and so far against Mayhem, it's working. They've escaped with 2 victories so far, and right now, if you're Tribe, you're taking notes. You're like, man, this one actually looks like it could be the one. Can they get the job done, though? That is the question. Sure, you got 2 map wins, but can you put the finishing touches on the match that theoretically shouldn't go past the game 3 with all the momentum you've got? But it's been a very narrow ways of winning, and it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. A win's a win. See if they can do it here. Control. Game number 3. The last hope. This is for bragging rights ultimately and revenge for Tribe. Mayhem. This is to stay alive. Let's see what you got.
All right, well, game 3 heading your guys' way. Tribe, you guys gonna be able to close things out in 3-0 fashion, or Mayhem? You guys be showing us you got more than what we've witnessed in these last couple of games. Now, granted, they've been very, very close, right? It was a 13-point victory in the Hardpoint for Tribe, and it was 18 rounds of search and destroy for the for game 2. So neither team has like just definitively won by a landslide or anything. So very, very possible for this one to go either way. Right now, a single life advantage in favor of Mayhem, but that progress does get cleared off of.
Yeah, right now they're playing very predictable. Mayhem. I mean, that's rap, bro. Blur, come on. Get your head out of your butt, man. Let's go. Get this game rolling. Cartel's got prime positioning. They've got the numbers here onto the ring site. It's Mayhem capturing this time very quickly. If you haven't played it in ring, chat, you got to give it a try. It's certainly one of the more strategic ones. You'll be wanting some decent teammates who understand the game a little bit. Ultimately, you just don't die or capture the zones. That's how you win. Right now, the zones are going to be captured. Give us a minute, Blur. Finally going to get on board with one. Guts get the wall bang as a call. It does come through, but he follows suit and gets dropped. S-Thug. Got to be able to shut him down. Minute 54 on the clock. Real quick time captured there on the B site. And it's a dead even tie in the life count. 18 v 18. Make it 17 as Kings does find a nasty 2-piece.
All right, well, very close matchup once again. We obviously got that B capture. That is going to allow us to have a little bit more time on the board. And right now we have a couple life advantage in favor of Mayhem as well. But advantage is only going to really do you good if you're able to capitalize on it. Right now, Raph, good for 2. Him and who else is here? That's Jesus Saves in the cabana, looking for some action here down in that bar. He's going to find that kill onto Rihan. Time still ticking away, about a minute 10 left. No progress on A yet. We got to see Mayhem get into position. I'm not one to root for one team or another, but I'm certainly rooting for more than 3 games with as close as this match has been.
Oh, I'm completely there with you. Right now, deep rap being made for Jez. He's going to influence the spawns a little bit. Not sure if Mayhem's going to be able to read it, and certainly doesn't matter. Time is of the essence. A minute left of it. King's going to get shut down. Cartel's going to be able to get good for the trade. 9v5 as a quarter of a tick of progress going to come through on that one. Reb hanging on by a skin of his teeth. He was negative in HP, let me tell you, bro. He is finally going to be able to get the regen off. He does have a sniper. We know how great he is with that. Gonna go ahead and pop the off, too, there. War Machine out. 9 shots left on it. Hail Mary of a play. King's going to be able to pop his Annihilator as well along with it. Nothing found for Reb. So much is a waste, but he does find one finally. Is it going to be enough to keep the dream alive, though? King says, probably not, buddy. Oh! King's getting shut down. Jez and Solo, the last 2 hopes alive. 2v4, Jez! Gets backstabbed. Adam going to absolutely hammer there. And surely only 7 seconds left to go. Only 1 player left to deal with. It's Solo. Can he do it? Oh my god, I was about to say, there's no way he wins that.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
Jez was almost able to clutch that one up, man. It was very, very close, but in the end, Mayhem are able to get that first point on the board on the offense. Now we'll be switching over to their defense. Got some opportunities right now. Kings sniping here, gonna open up with one. Cartels and Raph, good for two. Jez almost finds the follow-up at the L-car. Be a good use from Kings there as well. 2-player lead as far as lives go for the side of Mayhem, but the aggressive push on to B looking good for the side of Tribe right now. That's going to give them a lot of additional time to work with if they're able to lock this one down. Jesus in Laundry, good position. The hit marker is going to make sure that they know that information is there. And now we've got Rehan with the Annihilator in hand, good for 3 before getting taken down.
I didn't get to the tail end of that. I was watching S-Dog. He's starting to finally click there. The AR, I don't know if there's a flow state for ARs, but I think there's a flow state for when you're in locked in, and my guy is master locked in. 18v18, same situation we saw in last round. Tribe now trying to get the finishing touches done. Everything is at a tie and at a standstill. Right now they're looking for the player advantage. They're going to be able to find it. 3 down instantly. The claw out for Jez, looking to go ham. Not going to peek the corner, right behind him. There's a guy, and certainly he would have loved to have that one back. Jesus, in enemy territory. No, this is his. They got to stop it. In money room he goes. It's S-Dog. He wins that one. And this site is now being captured quickly. 2 ticks of progress locked in ASAP. 15v8 Tribe just doing it a lot better than we saw Mayhem. Got a stroke towards the end.
All right, well, offense looking good for the side of Tribe right now. They've got a 6 life advantage, and look at that progress onto A. 2 ticks completely locked in, so even with this 3rd tick getting cleared out, Mayhem are certainly struggling. There's no shot in hell, Raph, that you just let Rehan do you dirty like that.
My.
I don't know if you caught it on stream, but that would have been a highlight reel moment for sure. God.
We didn't catch it because we were trying to make the rotation, and certainly I might have missed out on that one. Jez, operator, not necessarily charged up. I did see him get a little bit antsy there. Didn't peek the corner, but he does have a Preddy to work with on the left-hand side as well. S-Dog, plenty as we take a look at the operators and score streaks. Only 2 available on the right-hand side of our screen. Almost a 3rd as we see the claw almost available. Jez going to go ahead and get antsy with it. Pops to Preddy, doesn't find anything but some info. Solo, going to be able to capture 1 there in return. And Raph, now the pass to deal with as Jez peeks down the stairs. 1 tick of progress locked in for Mayhem. They're going to be able to get the job done on the difficult side. S-Dog, he says absolutely not. Not today, buddy. Raph, going to be able to shut him down, and just like that, the advantage still in their hands. Not so fast. It is Rabalo from the top ropes, is going to be able to shut it down. That tick of progress is going to be locked on both fronts. And life count is going to be certainly pretty close as well, Dave.
Now, we'll certainly see. Obviously, it has been 2 offensive rounds won, which is not incredibly common, but this is the map that we, again, have said that, you know, there's a lot of opportunity, and it's one of the more balanced maps of control that we have. A lot of progress onto B, and we even have locked in a tick onto A as well. We're now stacking things deep on B for the side of Tribe. If you're Mayhem, you got to find a way to get over to A and try to lock that down. But a 7 life lead now for the side of Tribe. This is tough, man.
They're reading them too. Look at this. I mean, even with the adjustments, they're making the rotation over towards A. Look, Tribe are all over it. In the cabana we go. Force a shot, Jesus. Take one as long as well with it. Get out of there, Solo! He is a freak, bro. That is one player you do not want to be inside of the bar with at that particular time. Up close and personal is his specialty. 30 seconds left to go. Mayhem have to get the job done. And Jesus going to get shut down on the read from that A side, too. So no progress to work with here. They're going to have to get out of their spawn. And right now, Tribe, hold a line. They've got operators and score streaks to work with. They may not even need it. They're all in top red. Outside into the driveway they go as well. And just like that, it's down to 7. Make it 5. Tribe looking to put this one out early. They want the revenge. They want to replay that LG roster. And, well, if it has their way, it's definitely going to happen tonight.
Right now, they're looking to take an advantage, and it doesn't look like there's any way for Mayhem to stop what's about to happen. 2 seconds on the clock, even if we get the extension. It's an 11v2, and, well, there is going to be a very, very big moment for the side of Tribe, as they could be getting ready to close things out in 3-0 fashion here. Kind of hard to say at this point in time, but it is definitely a potential strong situation for Tribe here, unless if Mayhem are able to answer back on the defense.
Okay, well, they got to shut down S, though. Let me tell you, he's on a 7. That's a burner, bro. Blur would be proud of that one. Jesus, finally going to be able to shut him down. There is the Sparrows out in play. They're trying to put this one away rather quickly, shutting down the first wave of players. They've done so significantly. And just like that, they're going to be just like Tribe, reading the rotation. Over towards the A site they go, and, well, it's not dead in the waters. They've made it through pool. They've got money control, too. Raballo tossing a Hail Mary with that War Machine, and with 1 shot left to go on it, they've got 2 ticks of progress guaranteed. Jesus is half. Jesus is going to be able to stay alive and get the kill on top of it. And what was looking like a easy second tick of progress might not be so obtainable. Let's see if they can get the job done. They do get it. With that being said, they're starting to open up some progress on B2. This is not looking good for Mayhem.
All right, well, Rihan got the Annihilator out. We've seen him put in some work with this in the past, but he's going to find 1 and then gets taken down. It's going to be a big play, and King's going to answer back with an Annihilator of his own. Going to find 2 on the board. Going to be a great spot to be in. Oh, goodness.
My God!
No.
He can't be shut down!
Crazy play! God!
God! There, I mean, for sure, I was like, wow, okay, maybe he gets 1 more through the smoke. No, he got 2 more through the smoke. But right now, they're going to need more than just 2. They're down by 2 in the life count, and they've got to hold this B site captive. Even if they do get the job done here, they're going to have to turn around and do it on the offense after the performance they've had so far. Blur going to be able to find 1 with his op, and, well, it's in the days. 1 tick progress needed for Tribe. Is it going to be the 3-1, or will we see overtime here in the control? It has certainly been their game to win it. Let's see if they can get the job done. Jesus, up top here on the outskirts of red. They're looking for the rotation. Plenty of time for Tribe. No need to rush this hit. Make it work. Raballo. Hot timing for Ralph could not have been any worse right now, and this one could be a little bit of lack of patience, but that claw is about to expire. He's got to make the most of it. Is going to be able to shut down Rehan. Shuts down Rab. Kings, good for a 3rd. Mayhem, able to stay alive for the time being, but 4 players left, still standing for Tribe. Still an opportunity for them to shut it out.
All right, well, this has been such a close series between these 2 teams, and let me tell you, it's looking like we're going into round 3, and I, unfortunately, was not keeping track of the tick progress, but I know we had a fair bit for Mayhem in one of the in the previous situations, so we'll see as things continue to roll what's going to happen. But it does look like that round 5 is pretty much guaranteed.
Only 1 tick needed, only 1 player left to deal with, though. Mayhem got it wrapped up in the bag. I think Tribe got the go-ahead for the defending round number 5. Jez just getting toyed with. Cartel's just taking up time. Blur from a distance, going to be able to shut it down. Overtime we go. It is the moment of truth. Who will get the attacking round number 5? It will be the side of Mayhem, as I projected. Tribe doing it great on the objective early on, and even towards the end, they were able to get that 2nd tick of progress solidified after capturing A rather quickly. Let's see if they can hold down this Mayhem team. This one's for the win. This one's for the grand final spot. This is a $300 match right here for Mayhem. If you lose this one, you're done. Solo going to be able to shut down 1. Raph going to be able to open up with a 2-piece. Here comes Sapreti. Gets the intel and then some. 2 down to go. First tick of progress going to be locked in. It is a sea of yellow. Hold the phones. Tribe getting pounded off the rip. Can they recover? Doesn't look like they're going to be able to do so quickly. 2nd tick of progress locked down. 3rd looking like it's a go. And Mayhem only need 1 more objective captured. Or they can just take this one 20 kills as well. 25v20. This is the biggest advantage they've had all night long in the control.
Yeah, I mean, they're in a good position to possibly extend our series. It's certainly something that you and I have both been hoping for. Obviously, as close as these games have been, we don't want to see this one over in 3, right, Verdict? And right now, it is looking good. Rihan pushing on up. Might be a free kill. Nope, Cartel's good. Waiting on the heady there. Well, definitely some good plays by Mayhem here towards the end.
They've got a roll, though. They got 0 map control. They got a 5 life advantage. Let's see if they can do more with it. Blur going to be able to shut down Rapallo there with the War Machine. And no indication that there is anybody on A right now. That tick is going to be coming through, as you can see it. If you see that blue light up, that means the defense is on the objective. Right there, it's going to be dealt with. Solos dropped. The hit from Mayhem. It's clean so far, so good. They've got the hill. They're stacking it. Jez on the side. He's going to be able to pop the claw, but he's going to reap one in return. It's Kings with another Annihilator shot. And Mayhem might have done it. 18v9. They've got 2 ticks of progress, or 1 tick of progress locked in. Raph is still got a claw and a minute left to play with here for Mayhem. This one might be over with. We might be going to an apocalypse hardpoint with a little under a minute left to go. Mayhem looking pretty promising so far.
All right, well, Mayhem. We wanted past to game 3, and they have answered. Shy of just a blatant 4v14 miracle happening for the side of Tribe right now. Rihan's going to find 1 on an Annihilator. Oh, well, he's dead.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. Good night.
Well, not good night. We were nice just starting. Cartel's looking to put him down. The postmortem. Burn. Not going to stick there. He's 1-y. Raph smelled blood in the water. He dives on in. Chat, this one's not done. I hope you're prepared to go the distance, because this one just getting started, it seems. All 3 games so far. Very narrow lines of victory for both teams. Tribe still have the advantage. 2-1 with Mayhem. Keeping the dream alive. I made an error earlier, too. I said this was a $300 game of control for Mayhem. It's $400, actually. The difference between second place and third place, $400. We'll see if they can make the most of it and fight one back. They don't want third place. They want to take down Tribe like they did in the playoffs. Well, it's got to start here, and it did. 31-20 for S-Dog, man. He was piecing that game with 13 assists. That is a crazy stat line for an AR. On a map like Raid, though, we anticipate it. On the flip side of things, you had Kings, who for the majority of the game sniped. He looked good. 33-24 as Mayhem are going to be able to escape with victory themselves. A stout run there in round number 5. Even on the offense, they look pretty solid.
Right, well, we asked for more than 3 games with the way this series had went, and we got it. Game 4 going to be heading your guys' way off the back of some great capitalization of the side of Mayhem. Kings, as you mentioned, coming through 33 kills deep. Definitely put in work for this team. And gotta say, Blur did a pretty good job too, coming through with 29 and Raph on that 27. So very, very well executed game by the side of Mayhem. It did take them all 5 rounds to get there, but no matter how long it took, they got it for us, and that's going to get us another hard point, which, as you mentioned earlier, is actually where Tribe with Jez on the roster have the potential to look very, very strong. And they did earlier. I mean, it was a very, very close match, 250 to 237.
Yep.
But I'm here for it, man. This has been a great night for COD Mobile so far, especially after we watched Tribe get kind of manhandled last Tuesday or Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday, the playoffs, they got rolled. They didn't look good. Tonight, they look like a team that's heading in the right direction. Obviously, they were able to take 2 maps so far. Can they get the job done? That's the question mark that I had inserted before we started that control. Mayhem, able to snag one away, keeping their dreams alive. We've got a series on our hands. It's a banger so far. Can Try put it away here in the Apocalypse Hardpoint. This map selected by Mayhem. I'll just tell you a little bit about it, but on a map like this, really easy to get a little bit of a lead off the rip and then kind of just like the tides turn, right? Kind of like that game. It's like you took a lead early on when you were Tribe, and then you just kind of let it go on and linger, and surely, ultimately, that was your demise. So, can they put the dagger in Mayhem here? Does it end here, or we get to see more?
Well, I'm certainly hoping for more. I don't know about you, but I would love to see a Game 5, especially with the way things have been going here. So we'll see. Apocalypse is kind of a rough map at times, so we'll see exactly what we're going to have come through. But there's a lot of opportunity for Tribe as well to possibly just be able to come through and close things out in 2-0 fashion here. I'm sorry, in 3-1 fashion. I don't know why I said 2-0. I just kind of mind farted there a little bit.
That's okay, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was talking just a minute ago, I almost that feeling where you're like, oh my god, you just lose all sense of reality. Like, bro, I'm kind of winded, man. It's been a while since we've gone this long. Yeah, I know people in chat are probably like, Verdict, what are you talking about, bro? I'm gonna be winded. You're actually sitting down. We've done a lot of talking, man. This has been some intense games.
Yeah.
These haven't been like 250 to 37 blowouts, right? These haven't been 7-0 in the search. We literally went to overtime in both the search and the control, bro. I'm heated. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to get in this, and I know Mayhem is too. Let's see if Tribe, again, the storyline, they've got to be able to put this Mayhem team out. If they're able to do that, then you know that you're heading in the right direction for this roster. The fact that they actually want to map against Mayhem this time around indicates that this is the roster that you kind of gotta build from here. What would you change though is the question. Maybe nothing. Who knows? We'll have to find out. If Mayhem can fight back here, could show a little bit of signs of resilience. They haven't been in this position too often.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So we'll see as things keep ripping what we're gonna have, but looks like our players are readied up, and Apocalypse Hardpoint is heading your guys' way. There it is, the match start coming through. Well, I mean, again, if you're hoping for good competition, you got to be hoping that Mayhem are going to find a way to make this one happen. They've certainly got the possibility to do so. Again, it was only 13 points that separated that first Hardpoint. Now, all these players, are for sure here, warmed up, ready to go. The blood is flowing, and there's a lot on the line. As you mentioned, a $400 difference for winning this matchup.
Okay, $400 difference right here. Mayhem settling up for third place. They want more. Let them find out. It's been a long night so far. We're an hour and a half in the broadcast, and we are still in our first series. Mayhem looking to keep the dream alive. Jesus, going to be able to open up with a two-piece there as Kings was sniping off the rip. Interested to see. They've already gotten the flip so far. Is so good. Can they get the hell along with it? They do. They clean it out. That's 3 in the feed. Everyone's wiped from Tribe, and back to the spawn they go. It is Mayhem starting off very, very hot and abundant here in this opening portion of the game. Let's see if they can keep the drive alive now, as they do have the setup for P2. Cartel is going to be able to get the COD time right here. No, Rehan shutting down, but he is going to get traded out. So spawns are still locked down. Tribe still continue to peck away at that backside. It's so far no luck. So we'll see if they can get the job done. 4 seconds left to go before this rotation's being made. And well, Mayhem, they've got the lockdown on the temple so far.
All right, well, very early on in this game still, but P2 opening on up. Hunter Killer is going to be out, but it's going to whiff. No, it actually ends up getting a kill onto Jez. Didn't look like that on the mini-map, but does come through. Very, very close between these two teams, and obviously this is one of the money hills of the map, so you got to be looking for big plays here, and Mayhem find the kills, they find the break, and they should be in a good position to rack up some score.
Yeah, they are. 30 seconds left to go. Still going to be contesting it from Tribe. Trying to get it to the front. So far, they have not had success. Raph with a nasty three-piece along with it. And just like that, it is going to be Tribe continuing to try to inch away at this rotation. But I think they might have made their maker. They're going to go ahead and contently set up in towards that top side of maps for new. And just look for the exit kills. Kind of love the strategy here. Don't want to feed. Don't want to give these guys too much to work for. Don't want to let them streak up. Good God! Raph and Cartels are on one right now. And if I'm Tribe, I'm shaking in my boots. When those guys are frying, it is so difficult to find an answer to them. Ravallo might be it. No, Raph says, hello, I'm back for round 2, buddy. Oh my God! What is Raph doing?
God. Oh God!
Yo, he's nasty, bro.
Yeah, I mean, one of the benefits that you and I have both had that we've stuck around casting for so long for for North America here is we've really got to see a lot of the young talent develop. And, you know, just last year we were looking at, you know, players like Kings, like Cartels, like Raph. They were kind of upcoming talent that never really found the roster that worked for them. Hey, they're looking good here. So is Rihan. I mean, he's not doing great right now, but I mean, we're still fairly early on. He's got time to turn things around. But he's looked very good for this team in plenty of other instances. So to see these players grow and whatnot has been super, super fun. Unfortunately, the Hunter Killer does miss there, but the follow-up is good for Cartels.
Good for Cartels. Streaks coming through. It's Kings. No, it's Raballo. He is putting himself on the map there. 13 kills on board, leading the tribe roster. Solo starting to finally fill it. And this Rihan, though, is he does have the Annihilator out ready to fight. Nobody going to be able to test his lines of sight for the time being. Blur! Oh, my God. Hate to see that one. Only a little bit of a speck, and surely it's enough to get through as the people up top inside of that area is going to be locked down. Jez now going to try and snake it on out. Jez, Jesus, trying to snake it on out. Jez tries to sniff it out, gets shut down, but S-Dog holding the fort down, 15 on board. He said, you say Raballo's name too much, I might get angry. He's going to be able to take the captivity of that top frag, and just like that, the lead swap is going to go in favor of Tribe as they have turned this one around. I said it early on. Some of these opening points can be big, but you can't roll on to those as being your foundation. You got to find it here in these P3 and P4s, and we'll Tribe, they're scrapping it right now. They are certainly scrapping it here for this P4. 97 to 85. Mayhem with a little bit of a deficit. Can they overcome it?
Well, we will certainly see. Definitely some big possibilities here. Very, very close matchup once again between these two teams. Only 7 points separating them right now. And well, we're going to see as things continue to roll what's going to happen. Does look like 100 points is crossed by Tribe first. They're actually in a decent position and have had a good hold on this P1 reset. Oh, but Mayhem answer and fill the feed. Kings with 3, Jesus with 1 on Raballo. Oh my goodness. Why can't all of our COD mobile games be like this,
right? I mean, because we're not in shape for that day, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, man, this one is taking a toll. Yo, I don't know if I could handle this much action in one night. This one is a treat. It's a delight. Early advantages for Tribe here on the reset. They're going to be able to take some time off of P1-2 and trade. It is going to be the spawns for new here for Mayhem. Let's see if they can maximize on the potential. Jez able to break the back line. Temple is locked down. Spawns are iffy. It does look like they've got it locked down. Cartels drop. Solo going to get traded out in return. Rihan and crew. They've done miracle on getting the break. They cannot get to the point, though. Kings is locking it down for the time being. And he's got to hold the line. Mayhem submitted a lot of time away to try for free on the backs of hoping that P2 gets him a little bit of investment. And so far, that investment has been spoiled. Tribe are going to do the impossible. They get the flip. They've got the time along with it. And now Mayhem are scrambling to get back into this objective. Oh, Solo! Oh. That one, tough to bear.
My eyes were glued to Solo there. Big play out of that Purifier. I'll have to see what's going to come through. We mentioned earlier, you specifically mentioned earlier that Tribe was in a fairly good position, and it looks to be continuing right now. This has been rough. This has been rough for Mayhem. Yeah. They fought long and hard.
They're getting it back here in P3. I mean, Stilts is obviously not a big money hill like P2 was, but let's just be real. You sold it. It's long gone. You got to get it back somewhere. Right now, it's all on Cartels. He is going to be surrounded and pounded. It is Tribe continuing on with this lead. 30-plus points is the advantage. Rihan popping the ante. They've got woodwork there for Raballo. He's got a war machine. He's going to get ear hold. Jesus and crew trying to get back onto this objective. Rihan going to be denied. Cartels able to find a 3-piece in the feed. And In the last 15 seconds, a scrappy one indeed. Nothing for free on this one. And it does look like Tribe going to be able to continue with the lead, but Mayhem starting to turn the Jets on here in the rotation. Now made from Tribe. They've got the opening advantage for Turtle. As a P4 site going to be opened up here in a mere 5 seconds. Mayhem, they've got to form a strategy. They've got to get these back lines. They got to swarm this hill, and they got to do it quickly.
All right, well, we're certainly going to see as things keep rolling here. Only 20 points separate these two teams, and I got to tell you, it has been a incredible matchup. I'm loving this level of competition here for NA. Blur coming through with a very big quad for the side of Mayhem here. Puts number 25 on the board. Cartels was looking for some action and ends up beating a hunter killer.
That's a wipe there. Mayhem had a little bit of going for them. No corners check there on that entry onto the point. It's open one for say. Solo, he's all over it. Jesus, even with a head, he can't stay on it. Raph now in a 1v1. He's going to get pinched from across. He does find 3 before he goes. With 12 seconds left to go here in this P4 objective. P1 on the minds of others, but Team Mayhem, they've got to play this hill and get spawns renewed. They cannot afford to give up any more free time to the side of Tribe. And Raph doing a great job of getting the lurk on through to the backside. Spawns are going to come through for them. Cartels is going to come through. There's 2 players on the bottom side here in gold. And Raph is kind of on an island. Needs to go big. Solo just putting him on a little bit of skates, but it is Raph who stands tall. Rehan going to be able to get the trade on the objective. There's 2 for Mayhem. Make it 1. And here comes the swarm. Rehan going to be able to get the break. 40 seconds left to go. Plenty of time not to get the dub, but to put yourself that much closer to putting this game away.
All right, well, it's been a intense matchup here for these two teams. It does look like we're going to be in a little bit of a lead still for the side of Tribe, but we saw how close Mayhem were to being able to bring things back before. Big question is, can they do it again and be able to win away this time? Otherwise, your 3-1 prediction might be right, Verdict. It just might be going the other way.
Hey, look. I did say, I did say who was going to win. Mayhem, right now, they're fumbling the bag. This is their map selection. They didn't get nearly enough time to recoup this deficit, and they're in a deficit that they are going to have to get this break real quick. Full wipe almost there. 2 operators out. Oh, hold up. It's all on a Rapallo here on the objective. He's got Jez along with it. He's got a War Machine. This is it. 15 seconds needed if you're Tribe. Hold the line. If you're Mayhem, get that break. They need all of this time and then some. Cartel's going to be shut down as well as Raph. Nobody here for the objective. They got the spawns. They can't do anything with it. They're going to funnel in. It's Solo. And that's the finishing touches, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 4. Tribe. Take it 3-1. Mayhem are shut down on their own map selection, and Apocalypse is where their season ends here. Congratulations, Tribe. You book your ticket to the final show. It is going to be you and LG in a best of 7. LG, of course, getting that 1 map advantage, but Day, my God, that one couldn't have been any better. This was by far the biggest lead or biggest win in any game this whole series.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that series was incredible one way or another. And that's going to be a big win for Tribe. Let me tell you, I was on the edge of my seat basically from start to finish, from the first hardpoint until we closed things out here in favor of Tribe. And again, playing with Jez here today, pretty big for the team. That's going to be a Tribe victory. And as you mentioned earlier, I mean, it's a $400 difference from where we were at. So can't really complain too much about a matchup like that. And, well, Mayhem, May wasn't your day. Tribe shine.
Yo, Chad, you think you're getting away that easy? Think again, buddies. This night's just getting started. Zim, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, buddy, I am super faded after watching that. Talk to me, buddy. What words could you put in to breaking that one down? Obviously, Tribe doing something different with the roster, and it panned out. Is this the roster you stick with?
I'm not sure. I think there's still lots of time between now and the World Championship to make a premature decision on your roster. But I will say that just from my eyes and just watching the scrims and watching Rehan's consistency, not only this season, but over the last 2 years as well, Rehan now sliding onto Tribe looks like a glove fit, and right now he looks like debatably the best player on that entire team. He's really performing for them, and his combination with S-Thug coming off of DBS is looking really great. Transition game looking really strong for Tribe on both of those maps. Not surprised that the biggest win differential was on the Apocalypse, because you're trading 60 pretty much that entire map, but Rehan looked like an absolute dog. Rabalo won them absolutely an insane round on that firing range, and they're looking really good. I think with work and with more VOD and more intelligent kind of strategizing and thinking coming into teams, they're going to be really lethal. But I'm interested to see how a guy like Space comes back in and works with both of these guys. But Tribe's got a good thing going, and I hope that they continue with that. As far as the Mayhem goes, though, it looks kind of like it's the Blur and the King Show, and they've got premier ARs, like world-class ARs, and we kind of say the same thing about them looking at this series that we've said about them all year long. What are your subs going to do? Are your subs going to be able to match up against premier SMGs when you're playing against top teams domestically? And then it gets worse when you go internationally and you're playing against guys like some of the best subs in the world, PJ and Yopi and these guys.
That guy's a walking three-piece, bro. I watched the Garena Grand Finals again from Season 5. Holy hell. That was a masterclass.
Shameless plug, by the way, we're gonna have PJ and Yopi on the spawn tonight right after the playoffs, so we'll get to talk with them. But yeah, Mayhem, more of the same. Great ARs, and when those subs can turn it on, we can see what this team is capable of doing. 6-0 against Tribe in the playoffs and the regional championship is no small feat. Cartels, again, it's kind of tough. Where do we measure Mayhem? Because now that they're in this creme de la creme of North America, it's kind of like the expectations are surmounting now. We saw what they can do in the regionals, and we're expecting greatness from them, but we do have to come back and remind ourselves sometimes that Raf is in his first real competitive season where he's actually on a contending team and playing really well. Cartels, this is his rookie season as well. And Jesus, although he is a veteran, we've never accused Jesus of being one of the most talented players in the region. We just don't get that from Jesus. We get leadership and we get really strong consistency. So off series for Jesus, but we'll see him bounce back for sure in the next season. And just taking a look at Cartels and Raf, take your learning experiences where you can and get better. But it looks good for Mayhem as well.
I like it. Those guys, they don't need to do much talking. I mean, this performance obviously is something that they'll reflect on. But those guys are major warriors, especially Cartels. Nobody anticipated that guy to be like that guy, like him, undisputed stage 4. They didn't even win, bro. But I was like, I need to see more Cartels. I don't know what Mans is doing, but let me see more of that gameplay. That guy was cooking. All right, well, we're gonna take a short break. We're going to hear a word from our sponsors over at Call of Duty Mobile. We're going to get our grand finals coming up. It's Tribe, it's LG. It's a matchup we didn't get to see in Stage 4. If you know, you know. We're about to find out who is the better team tonight. Will it be Tribe or LG? We'll find out. Don't go anywhere. We shall return with a best of 7 with a 1-map advantage in favor of LG. great retake. That was just about himself into the same chaos that he just watched his homeboy get trucked at. Like, you take that bomb heavy at your own risk. There's so much you can do outside of that.
And we're back. Welcome back, you guys. Now we're in the grand finals. With that victory over Mayhem, Tribe does secure themselves a spot to fight for the throne in this summer Mobile Mayhem season. And now we're going to go on into a matchup where they're going to have a best of 7 against LG. I do believe that LG is going to have that +1 map advantage since they are coming in from the winner side, but a lot of interesting things that we've seen from this Tribe team. We're definitely saying that they're looking better than they did yesterday. What do we think? Looking at this series and just looking at this roster, and now the new roster that LG is putting forward, No Tech is on the field now. Do we think that Tribe has a little bit of a better chance to come into this and make some noise, or we think in LG?
I think all the advantage has to go to Tribe. Now I'm not disrespecting this LG roster when I say that, but if you remember, the search and destroys were abysmal, to say the least, in stage 4, which would Tech out of the lineup. So you've got to win every single respawn mode. And it is certainly possible. I mean, with the way the format works out now, it's kind of like, maybe this is the roster you go with if you make it to the grand finals, because they are super dominant when it comes to hardpoints and control. They're just really crappy on search.
Yeah, I think it's really important to remember that Tribe team all throughout group stage only lost 1 hardpoint, and that was it in terms of respawn. They were really good for a long stretch there, and it was only recently that they've started to kind of have some growing pains here. But going up against this LG team, looking at the hardpoints, I mean, again, a Takeoff, we've seen Tribe versus LG on Takeoff recently, albeit with a different roster, but we saw how that went. Surely LG put in some work on the Takeoff, and that has improved. But again, no Tectonic, no Power AR on that map. We'll have to see how that goes. And looking at the next map as well, that Arsenal hardpoint, correct me if I'm wrong, but are these not the maps that Tribe both took against LG in that group stage matchup?
If I'm not mistaken, yes. I know they lost the Takeoff.
Yeah, a Takeoff was a wash. Tribe destroyed them on that. And I think I remember LG having a strong lead on Tribe on the Arsenal, and Tribe making that big comeback. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think Arsenal was also victory in hand of Tribe as well. So if we're just looking off of history, regardless of the roster changing, it looks like these are 2 maps that both of these teams are comfortable playing on. And you look at the searches, raid control again. Okay, we know LG's money on that, but strong maps for both teams.
Thoughts, Dave?
Listen, I'm here for it. I think that Tribe looked a lot more coordinated than they did last week. We've got a really, really solid map pool between these 2 teams. Obviously, we've talked about some strengths and some weaknesses for a couple of these maps, but overall, you've obviously got that 1 map lead in favor of Luminosity. So we'll see how Tribe are going to be able to bring things together here, if they're going to be able to overcome another opponent, despite us very likely believing that Luminosity win this matchup. And we're going to start things off on a hardpoint on Takeoff. So very, very strong map for Luminosity. It's going to be very difficult for the side of Tribe to overcome.
Okay, well, taking a look at everything, I just want to make one more point again. Just looking at the draft and the vetoes again, I'm really, really liking the vetoes so far from both of these teams. Both of these teams targeting the opposing team's top map, that Hacienda, taking it away from Tribe, looks like a key in that veto. The Apocalypse, LG, phenomenal on the APOC. Taking away that Tunisia, we know that LG is really, really strong on that, and the firing range. That's that firing range that we like to see from that Tribe too. So vetoes are really good. Whoever's drafting now on the side of Tribe is doing a better job than they did on the stage 4. 10 times better. It's not even close.
Yeah, that was a catastrophe. I don't know who let some of those. I mean, just tell me you wanted to lose, but it's good God.
I know who, but they were playing for the other team. I'll tell you that.
What?
No, but it looks like a good series. So without further ado, come on, guys, we're in the grand finals. Give me a prediction.
Oh, I hate to do it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say I think Tribe take 1 map.
Tribe
take one map. That's it, and it's the meltdown. And I think this is gonna be a pretty quick one. I think it's gonna be a 4-1 in favor of LG, just based off the map pool selection. I know that it was a fluke on the Takeoff the first time around in that group stages, It's been long since then. Everybody's forgotten about that. These guys, they don't give a damn about it. I can go and tell you. It's LG. This is the best looking roster for a best of 7 that is formed like this. You got you got a Hardpoint S&D control. Hardpoint control. So you're telling me out of all 5 of those, even if it does go further, if you're Tribe, you've got to make it to a map 7 or map 6 rather, if you want to stand a chance. There's just no way with this roster, you're going to take a Hardpoint or a control off of LG.
Fair enough, Day.
I think I'm gonna have LG in just 4-0.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's see if Tribe can improve upon their most recent series count. Without further ado, guys, let's take it away for Game 1 of the Grand Finals.
Okay, this is it. This is where champions are made. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be LG yet again? We're going to see another crowned victory for Tribe. This is Takeoff. This is their map. This is theirs, ready to rock and roll. LG looking to make it 2 in a row. Maybe 3. I don't know. I have to go back and look. I think it's just 2, but man, we're in for a treat tonight. This one has potential to go the distance, Day. Of course, this is a grand final, so you know it's going to be another banger. Well, everyone's left the lobby. Just kidding.
All right, well, maybe someone's got to fix a loadout or something, but we'll hopefully get you guys into it as soon as we can. When in doubt, throw Vague out. I mean, listen, I'm on board with you there. So we'll see as we get on into it. Obviously, we're fairly confident that LG are going to win, and it was Vague.
Look, dude, he's literally in chat. And he's like, "Start, please."
He's like, "Start
the game."
Start. All right,
and dude's the one
man.
who left the game. Like he's trolling us. What is this?
Put your glasses on, my boy. Let's get it.
Come on. All right, just because of that, I'm gonna say Tribe are gonna take 2 maps then.
GG.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Critical players for both of these teams. What are we thinking?
Critical players. I think I've got to roll with Marshy for LG and S-Thug for Tribe.
I'm liking it. Good.
For respawns, that's a very good answer, actually.
What about you, Zeb?
I mean, I'm gonna throw 2 in there. I just really think that if this devious duo continues to play really well, that Tribe's gonna have a good chance in all of these maps to compete at a high level. Of course, taking a look at the other side, LG themselves said Marshy was a massive catalyst for them, so we're always looking at Marshy. And it's gonna be good. So when the admins are ready, we'll get going and we'll get started with the grand finals. Here goes Takeoff, map 1.
Let's get it on. Let's go. Oh, gotta love it right here. This is it. This is the moment of truth. This is for everything and then some. It's the Mobile Mayhem Grand Finals. Best of 7, LG up 1-0 in the mix. Can they make it a clean run here? Or we're going to see a little bit of a fight back of the boys over at Tribe. Made a little bit of a roster adjustment. Will it pay off? Now we're about to find out. P1 out in the open. We already know it's a 360-degree view. Anything goes. Keep all the shots above the waist. We've got a clean one on our hands. Let's see how dirty it can get. Raballo going to be getting dirty with it. Pull his sleeves up. Going to be able to find one onto the objective. Rehan there for a refrag as well. And Tribe, just like that, taking the advantage early on onto the objective. This is one of the things they struggled with the other night.
All right, well, you are correct, and we're going to have to see if they're able to capitalize here. Opening up on this P1 is obviously not going to be the optimal situation for these teams, but you get into the P2, P3, and P4, plenty of opportunities to get some big points on the board. So we'll see what happens, but I would say overall, I still just believe LG have been looking so very solid lately that we can truly expect quite a bit out of these 2 teams in this matchup. Washid Vague coming through with some big kills there in the feed, but not going to last too long. A couple kills do trade back by the side of Tribe. And now with P1 closed out, we're looking at this P2 transition. And the first players there going to be LG, and bam, coming through with a big 3-piece in the feed.
Big 3-piece in the feed. He's the cutoff man, too, for this roster. LG Desperately need him to have a big impact this night, and surely he has so far. 5 on board for the man. Watch it with 7. He is doing God's work with the AR. Tech A here, well, he is about as straight as shooter you're going to get besides him. And certainly maximizing on it. So far, so good. Big lead going now in favor of LG, as they're going to be able to pocket some free time. S-Thug trying to get involved. He's our impact player for this Tribe roster. They're both going to get sent back to the respawn. Don't test the Giants of LG. And banned! Continue to do it on both fronts. He's going to be able to collect some hill time as well. Finally going to get shut down as Rehan does find a nasty 2-piece to slow the bleeding, but it is LG continuing to pound away at that lead.
All right, well, a 50-point lead already developed for LG, and this P3 is getting ready to open. This is the money of money for this map. And we'll have to see what is going to happen right now. Tribe, they're in on the hill. They've got a great opportunity to bring things back. And we'll have to see if they're able to do so. War Machine is going to be out. Jez for 3 in the background in Raballo. I mean, hello, buddy. Nothing
Buddy.
and then kill yourself? I mean,
Hey.
yikes, dude.
And nothing says I don't want to win this game like you KYS'd yourself. Unfortunately, Tribe along with that going to sell the spawns, and it's a full white.
my God.
Marshy. What the heck? Oh, I'm sorry. What the freak? That's his coin phrase. Just going to go ahead and get 2 more onto it as he does hop off the objective. There's going to be a little bit of time coming through from Tribe. They've got the back lines of the spawn, so, I mean, nothing looks impossible here. Well, I say that, and then there goes Marshy again, continuing to fry on out. Vague as well getting involved. They are fully streaked up, baby. And over to P4 we go.
All right, well, still a 60-point lead for the side of LG, starting to look pretty reminiscent of Tuesday's games, even with Jez in the mix, who is top fragging for the team on 12 kills right now. Rehan is going to bring out that Annihilator. Ooh, we've got a Sparrow popped for the other side as well, but burned a little too quick, in my opinion. S-Thug gonna get dropped. Jez, good for 2 more. That's 14 on the board for him, but still, the overall kill participation is trailing massively behind their opposition of LG, who look solid, man. I mean, they look great right now.
Yeah, they look better than great. They look like, let's just be real, they are cooking Tribe. And into the deep fryer they've gone so far in the first set of hills. 20 seconds left to go here in the P4 before the reset goes through. And already in that 100-point club for the boys over at LG. They are in yellow, but they are blue by nature, and so far they are racking up the kills and the hill time to go along with it. Big kill there from Vague as he completes the 3-piece. He's got a 5 combo with a gunny. And Preddy, if he so chooses so. Raballo, hello, buddy. Go back to the respawn you go. Scrap time is earned around here. Ain't nothing given away for free. There goes that Preddy. He gets intel as well as a kill. LG locked and loaded here for this one. The grand finals, exactly where they want to be at, where they belong, where they deserve. And Tribe not making very much out of this opportunity so far.
Yeah, not looking good for the guys over on the side of Tribe. All the players did just hit double digits, but I mean, you look over the opposition and LG, you got multiple players in 20s, and then you've got 3 players who are mere kills away, and that kill advantage has led to absolute and dominant map control. So like NB gonna come through with a couple big kills out of the Sparrow right now. We'll have to see if they're able to make anything happen of it. Marshy kind of going a little bit crazy there as well. Another 2-piece coming in through the feed for him. Band sitting on some streaks. Let's actually go ahead and peer at these streaks right now. We got a Pred and a Hunter Killer for Band. And our other 2 available streaks is going to be a shield turret and a care package. So unusable. And we also have 3 of our operators available for both teams.
Okay, well, operators out in abundance there for the boys over at LG. Right now, they're going to have to battle out in the trenches. Some hill time, much needed for Tribe. Preddy out for Band as he is continuing the streak alive. 7 to be exact. And LG are just waiting for their green light. Where's the go? Hello, Solo. You got to look this way. Assist does come through. Band cannot be denied. There goes the EMP. He's given a little bit of a fair warning. Raballo, though, trying to fire back on all cylinders. Was able to pop that War Machine before the EMP went through. And it's golden. They're going to be locking down some much-needed hill time there on P2. But where the trophy's at, LG Marshy chucking a Hail Mary through the top side. And LG finally going to get the break. This one is just, I mean, they're unstoppable at the moment. Or Tribe really yet to, you know, answer back in the first set of hills. It ain't looking good in the second set either. This one could come to an early ending. We may not even get a third set of hills. This could very well be a blowout, a catastrophe if Tribe can't reel it back in for themselves.
All right, well, 100-point lead right now for the side of LG, and it's looking good for them. We talked about this being a very, very strong map for LG, and right now they're coming through and absolutely proving it. Does look like maybe a little bit of time on this Money Hill P3 for this, P3 for the side of Tribe. We've got operators popped. It's going to be a big purifier use, but is going to get dropped early on. Rehan coming through with a big 3 before getting taken down.
Looking for our S-Thug to pop off. Well, look no further. He's finally arrived. I know it's a little late, and LG finally going to be able to shut him down, but Rehan coming through is going to be able to get some tags there on Washi, but it is LG who remain in lead and in control. They've got P3 scraps. They got the P4 set up. Potentially, it's Jez who's there as well. Solo going to be the lone wolf now as we do see one kill come through and a sea of blue in favor of Tribe, but it's LG who yet again have the advantage opening up, and they could close it out here. They're going to need all 53 of the remaining time, and certainly Vague not going to be able to shut down everybody. Tribe guaranteeing themselves an extra set of hills off of this opening advantage.
All right, well, less than a full hardpoint hold away from the side of LG, but Tribe have been fighting their way back into this. We were looking at a 120-point lead not that long ago, and that has minimized down to about 70, and the kill feed's still blue as back-to-back kills look good for the side of Tribe. Marshy, another big 2-piece in the feed, but he's going to get shut down as Jez for 2, Solo for 1. And it's, always fun to see a lot of these former teammates playing off against each other, the likes of Jez having to go up against Marshy and Big. So definitely been solid here for these two teams, but Tribe, I mean, they're inching their way back into this game.
Yeah, they are. I mean, we said it might be a moment too late, but maybe it's the perfect time. They're starting to peak. They're getting a P1 reset for a third time around. Game still within reach. A singular full 60 could put them right back in it, and, well, opening up, LG, they're not giving them much room to work with. Operators earned 3 on the right-hand side of our screen. No streaks, no ops on the left-hand side. This is not a good start. Jez needs to dial it in as he's got the power position up top. Hill time's going to be collected from LG for free. And Solo was contesting, was the key word. LG pouncing all over this objective, inching it one by one onto the points. They go. They only need 24 to shut it down. And so far, they're going to rack up some commendable time there on the reset. Not going to be able to shut it down here on this one, guaranteeing us a guaranteed P2 objective site. And Tribe just keeping the dream alive. They've got to continue to do this kind of work. They should have been doing it early on, realistically, but we understand this LG roster is just too damn powerful at times.
Yeah, definitely can be, and right now you can see that only 15 points to go. We've got a hunter killer. We've got 4 operators available. It looks like Vague maybe pops the quad and immediately gets shut down. I think maybe my UI glitched a little bit there, but I mean, listen, Tribe on this P2 in a good spot. The Sparrow is popped by S-Thug. Gonna find a kill onto Vague. Gonna find a kill onto Washi. There's time to close this gap even further. 40+ seconds on the clock. Tribe will have to play flawlessly. They may just be able to do it.
Oh no!
So the break is gonna come through, and now it's a tussle.
It's a tussle. It's a scrapper. It's an LG shutdown. They've got the wipe. Jez, the only man alive here to contest. And he's just enough. He's got a claw. Able to get some residual damage there from the bank shots to Ricochet. Gonna keep the dream alive. Tribe still in the driver's seat here on P2. No room for error, and certainly it comes through. That might just do it, chat. Game 1. A doozy. S-Thug nowhere in sight to get the contest. It ends abruptly and a nail biter towards the end, but I mean, LG, come on now. You started off fiery hot. Stop playing with your food, my guy. just eat them alive. They're going to be able to take the win, 250 to 193. That was a lot closer than it could have been.
Listen, I'm going to be honest. I don't even know if it's necessarily LG at fault for that one. Jez, Raballo, and Rehan just actually found a way to start popping off, despite being as negative as they are. I mean, Jez is positive at plus 10. Raballo sitting at a 34 and 47. Rehan and a 36 and 45. Those numbers were a lot more disastrous for a hot minute there. Solo also pretty close to positive, sitting on a 30 and 34. Some overall really well contributed hill time for these players as well. 31 for Jez, minute 31 for Raballo, minute 4 for Rehan, minute 33 for S-Thug, and 43 for Solo. So everybody was getting their turn on that hill. But unfortunately for them, LG just did it better with 4 players coming through above 40 kills, and that final player in Marshy coming through at 37. Very, very close to that 40-point mark as well, with just about a minute or more, with a couple players approaching 2 minutes for the side of LG as well. So very, very well played by LG. Tribe found some signs of life in one of those later rotations, but it just was a little bit late. We were down a little too many kills, and map control largely remained in favor of LG.
Yeah, I mean, when you have that kind of advantage off the rip, you can afford to play a little more lax. Obviously, LG want to, put this one away as quickly as possible, but, I mean, Tribe kind of caught fire towards it. You mentioned it. You hit it right on the head. Jez was cooking, my guy. Again, it's better late than never, but this is where things get interesting. I said that the S&D was kind of booty cheeks for a reason. We're about to find out if it's any better. I know it's a little bit of a different map. You take a look at Meltdown as a whole, maybe not so much as needed in that patient play style. Maybe they could just smash it right onto the objective, right onto the bomb site, and get the bomb plant down. We saw how effective that is whenever you're making that push towards B, and there's little to nothing you can do to stop it if you play it right. I think it was Mayhem that played it so well in the Stage 4 playoffs. They were getting that bomb down on B almost instantly, and there was nothing that Tribe could do off the rip. There was nothing that you could do to prevent it. Maybe someone will take a play or a page from the playbook of Mayhem, and maybe that's maybe that's LG that does it, because they need all the help they can get in Search and Destroy.
Oh god. Yeah, I mean, listen, they definitely do, and it's going to be an intense match coming up. Tribe looked way better today than they had on Tuesday, even against LG. So even though that match largely felt like LG control, we at least saw signs of life out of Tribe, even though LG were able to bring it back in the end. I mean, again, we were talking about a 123-point lead for LG at one point. And this game ended up being only a 57-point difference. So you definitely got to give Tribe some credit for their efforts into kind of trying to regain control. But, regain is the wrong word, trying to get some sort of control. But they couldn't get it in time. They allowed their opponents to get a little too far ahead, and that's where you see things close out.
I agree. Well, here it is. Game number 2. Technically game number 3, however you want to look at it. It doesn't matter. It's a 2-0 early advantage to one map for free. Well, it wasn't free. LG earned it. They beat Tribe in a best-of-5 3-0 very convincingly. I think, as a matter of fact, it was a different roster, but the only fight back we saw to that Tribe team was on the control. So this roster in particular, not necessarily known for its S&D prowess, so Tribe able to put a map on the board possibly here if they can play their cards right. They got to do it here in Meltdown, though, because the hill doesn't get any better to climb going into that game 4 technically. So you look at it from the grand scheme of things, if Tribe won an instance of making this series a little longer or potentially winning it, it's got to start here. It can't be delayed any further. The way this best 7 is played out, you won't get a second S&D until the last game of the map or the series. So definitely gonna have to win this one and have to find a way to take a respawn game mode too. Let's see if they can do it. We're ready to go. Everyone's locked in. Green check marks across the board. Let's get this show on. No more delays. Search and Destroy for game number 2. Here we go.
All right, well, Meltdown, this is one where you thought Tribe could have a chance of picking up a win, and we'll have to see if that's going to be the case. Definitely going to be looking at some of the snipers, and Well, right now, there's something interesting that I want to point out. We've got
No
Marshy
mice.
coming through sniping. I mean, listen, doing Marshy things, huh?
He's got to fill Tech's role, bro. I mean, that's the only way you can do it. You've
Yeah,
got to be able to
fair,
snipe.
Fair.
See if he can do it.
Do we have any shortage of sniping talent on either of these teams, though?
No. This is probably the top. Well, I would say top of the crop, bro. Blur and S-Thug earlier, or not S-Thug, I'm sorry, Blur and Kings earlier were just clinical to watch. 42 between them two. Yikes. Washi able to open up with the first blood, and this... Is that the VOK? This is definitely the 3.5. Yeah, that's it. Oh, man, this is a nasty build. I don't think I've ever seen one quite like it, but let's let Washi cook, man.
All right, well, we'll certainly see. We got some big opportunities with Jez being down. Ooh, Washi, big snipe onto Rihan. That's going to be now a 2-player advantage for the side of LG. Looking good for them right now. Bomb is going to be in the hands of Rabalo. It's pushing on up into A.
Uh-oh. I don't think Marshy quite got the indicator, but I could hear it from his point of view. Not sure if, well, he knows now. There it is. It's a Deagle. It's out. S-Thug. Going to be swiped off. Solo also going to be collected. This one, a flawless effort there from the boys over at LG. This one quickly getting out of hands early. The VLK scope from Washi and the right tech, just disgusting. Only him, bro. Look at it. It's not
Only
necessarily-
Himothy.
Yeah. Tribe off in the hole. Not off to a great start here on the first round of their attack endeavors. We'll see if they can strike quick here onto this B site now as they change the pace up a bit. Let's see how it works for them.
All right, well, we'll see as things keep rolling on, but it is going to be a lead in favor of LG to start things off. Rabalo, good for 2, eventually gets taken down, though.
Oh, yikes.
And another swift LG push. Line him up, knock him down. At least Tribe were able to get a couple kills on the board this time, but Rabalo in 2 and everybody else on the donut, not looking good. Let me tell you, this LG team has just been looking absolutely peak in the past couple months of competition. And, well, they're not looking to stop that aggression here either. A very big push up to the B side by the side of Tribe here. This could be their round to find.
Oh, Solo able to find one. Jez able to find another. Envy does get to trade, but gets traded out instantly. Marshy and Ban now the last 2 alive. Ban on the front line. He's got the back lines locked in. It's all at him to go big. S-Dog inserts himself in the equation, and he is erased as quickly. Marshy doesn't see the backstab. Of course, if you had eyes on your back, you wouldn't need teammates at that point. You'd be a freak of nature. We'd love it. 2-1. Lead still in the hands of LG, but Tribe, after 2 rounds, starting to find their groove, starting to find their pace. A very well-collected round for themselves.
All right, well, obviously, we'll see as things continue to roll on, but right now it's a 2-1 lead in favor of LG, and that capitalization on that aggressive push towards the B side obviously did work out for Tribe last time around. This time, they are expecting their opponents to have a little bit more of a defense set up, and you can see that is the case. 3 players deep on the B side. You've also got the likes of Marshy and Bam defending over on A, and this could be a big kill. Oh, Solo gets gunned down by Band. Now Envy here to find Rabalo as well. Washi takes down Rihan once again. Apparently Washi heard us talking about how good Rihan has been on the snipes, and he wants to show that he is the man. And Rihan already put the sniper away. Got a switchblade in a hand.
Okay.
I don't like that they've made B pushes without a sniper on the team. That's weird to me.
It's kind of weird, yes. Right now, Katami might be going in favor of Marshy. My bad, not Washi. There it is. He's collected. No harm, no foul. Making LG work for it, but they're still dominant here, even in the Search and Destroy. And this is one of the game modes that we had questioned this team in particular with this particular roster in the mix. And, well, so far, so good. What I'll say is this is on the defending site where the real struggle was of course on the attacking side of either map. can build enough of an advantage, maybe they don't have to worry about it. Right now, it's a quick hit. LG, find 3 in the feed. Jez, the only man on this side of the map that's still alive, solo. Well, you enter this nuclear stack, homie. You're going to get nuked. 4v2 here. And try back to the drawing boards. Through the first 5 rounds, have not looked very collected here on the attack.
Yeah, and if this is the one map we were thinking that Tribe had a chance to win, and this is the way it's going, that's some pretty rough reality to have to face right now. Pushing on up for solo here, but not a whole lot you can do in this 4v2. Bomb is down and is being protected by at least 3 members of LG. You've also got Marshy bringing the snipes to the table. I'm sure he just heard solo below him, though.
Oh, I mean, if he didn't hear him,
it
could have been a call out there from Washi. Had to have been a call out, right?
It's very possible. It is indeed very possible. So we'll see as things roll what's going to happen, but do believe
this is not
got
even
some
fair, bro.
potential here.
Oh, they're all
Yeah,
for stacking inside Newt, right, man? There's no way. As soon as the call out comes through, Marshy shuts down one. Jez, the last hope. Bang, get no scoped. Right in the face, point blank. Don't do him dirty like that, man. Mr. 808, beating him like a drum. Banned, spotted. Oh, the trigger discipline is a factor, but he does collect. Washi trying to shut down the legend. He does. One shot. And again, another round that could have escalated. LG able to snag it again. So 4-1 now is the last round of the attack. God, it's got to be 10 times better on the defense here for Tribe.
One would certainly think, but we'll see. I mean, maybe when we switch sides, the defense looks a little stronger for Tribe, but you got to go a little bit closer. You're not gonna get it if you allow your opponents to go into a 5-1 situation into the half. This is looking quite rough right now. Again, maybe we've got some potential in the second half, but I mean, 5 kills for Washi, 5 for Envy, 5 for Marshy, 6 for Band. Goodness. Rehan, hey, maybe this is a big kill. This brings it to a 3 versus 2, but then immediately gets dropped. Solo finds 1, makes it look a little bit more doable, but
There, hey,
how
he's defusing
long
solo.
can you go?
Yeah, you gotta contest that, buddy. Yikes, that's tough. 5-1, you said you didn't want to go down 5-1 on the flip. Well, the reality is you only put up the effort to find one of those rounds earlier. What looked like the effort. Maybe it was just LG picking you apart, and they're making it very difficult. This is one thing that, and I'm not just going to say NA, but the world needs to be very leery of. When this roster perfects the search and destroy, this particular roster for LG, it is dangerous. Right now, they're going to start off in the hole. Jez going to be able to dial one back with the gunny, and one back with the nade shot. Now LG, again, the real difficulties for this roster was the attack, and right now they're trying to dig themselves out of a hole. It's certainly possible they could do it still, but well, with Rivaldo finding Vague there, things not looking any better on this side of the map. So Marshy and Washi left to clutch it up, 2v4. Can they find any hope here in this round?
Well, we'll certainly see. Looking a lot better for the side of Tribe now when it comes to the advantage that they've got, sitting at a 4-2 advantage. They're going up against the likes of Marshy and Washi. Marshy put kill number 7 on the board, taking down Solo, who I expected to be a very impactful player for the side of Tribe here in this map specifically. So would like to see a little bit more out of him, but no surprise at all that Jez is coming through 7 kills deep for this team. Still have the player advantage sitting at 3-2. Bomb is in the hands of Marshy, so we can realistically make any kind of play we want at this point out of the side of LG. A is open, but obviously we have information that the players don't. Marshy gonna find 1. Ooh. Oh, the Marshy movement! Oh my goodness!
Yo, he heard them footsteps and he got gone quick. Right now, he's in a position where he cannot afford to lose a gunfight. Take one at that time of the essence. Might have gotten stuck there. Step bro, help me out. Well, I think that was Solo. That wasn't your step bro. 5-2. Lead still in the hands of LG. Tribe starting off with a very dominant little game of cat and mouse there towards the end. Gets the job done inevitably. Still a little bit of work to go, though. Certainly can do it as long as LG continue to flop like that on the attack.
Yeah, they definitely could, and we'll have to see as things keep moving on. Trades do come through. It is a bloodbath, but it is going to be S-Thug coming through with that final kill, looking for one more.
Oh,
but
my.
bam, going to be able to shut him down. That was a pretty massive ego chow. Here's Solo coming in from behind, though. It's going to leave us in a 1v1. Washi up against Solo for the close range advantage. Should be in favor of Solo, and oh, goodness.
Get out of there, Solo.
Is down.
No. Bomb's down. Solo, just lurk, my guy. You don't go poking the bear and expecting not to get demolished right there. Washi almost took his kneecaps out. That's all he could see, obviously, through that little peephole. Anything can happen. Will Sly going to give away his location? Solo, not necessarily sure if he could hear it, but certainly that bomb being picked up is an indicator. Washi going to go ahead and stick it. Solo not going to check it. Going to wait for the post plant. And here comes the pinch. Washi, able to stay alive. 38 seconds. He's got to play time. 1v1 for the clutch. And Washi's nowhere in sight. Does he hear the bomb if it does get defused? Doesn't matter. Solo might be looking the wrong way. Certainly does. Washi now going to be able to spot him. Solo does as well. It's a standoff. There goes the fake. Washi just better. And we are on map point now. Solo, my God, I don't know. Was he not playing with headset in? Like, why what was the whole point not checking the bomb? I don't know, bro. You know what? We see different things, obviously. And in his eyes, in his ears, maybe the play was to wait for the bomb to go ahead and get planted. Not sure, though. Didn't pan out his way.
All right, well, we'll certainly see. 6-2 lead in favor of the side of LG. Could be looking to take that 3-0 advantage. Keep in mind, guys, they were on the winner's bracket side, so they've got the potential to really give it the gas here. Could be looking to close things out in 4-0 fashion. First blood is going to be banned getting dropped. We'll see as things keep rolling what is going to happen here, but not feeling super confident when it comes to the side of Tribe clutching this one up. I mean, you're talking 4 rounds in a row just to get us into overtime.
Let's see. Obviously, there's the mental opponent of the game as well. Last round being a little bit of a breakdown. Obviously, can't afford to have any more mistakes like that nonetheless. LG looking to put the finishing touches on this one. They only need one. Coming into this one, we had selected Tribe to win just purely off the fact that LG had not looked any good in the Search and Destroys in that playoff run. 9-day performance difference so far. Rapallo on the top side of the gears. Bomb's going to go down on last. Nope, it ain't happening. Marshy going to get shut down. Rapallo feasting on them at the moment. The caught timing not going to go his way. It don't matter. He's going to be able to get some assistance from Jez. Now it's on Vague. It's on Washi. Vague not able to win his ones. Neither is Washi. The defuse going to come through. Tribe able to stay alive on the backs of that round. And they're cutting it close. We'll see if they can continue to do so. It doesn't matter if you win. It doesn't have to be beautiful. It doesn't have to be pretty. Just get the job done. That round, much better. Much better collectively, much better as a whole. The unit certainly still keeping the dream alive. Tribe still need 3 more to go.
All right, well, we'll see what they're able to bring to the table. Right now, it's LG with an aggressive push into the A side, and they're going to get the 2-for-1 trade. Not only are they going to get that trade, but it looks like we're getting the bomb plant to go with it. That's going to set our timer to 45 seconds verdict. Now a big 3v4 retake needs to happen here. And it's certainly not going to be an easy one.
Easy.
Oh, Rapallo. Taking down Envy is huge. Bam
Okay.
going to find one onto Jez, but
No.
Rapallo for 2? Oh, that's rough.
No, that's it.
Ah, the drop.
GG's. LG doing what we thought was impossible. Taking a 7-3, very dominant display. Performance on point. They are up 3-0 in the series. 1 game away as we're on tournament point.
Could potentially be the final map coming your guys' way. And again, we were talking about it earlier. The one we thought Tribe may really have a chance in could have been that meltdown. Get ready to head into control. And I definitely am not going to be one to say that Tribe can't win the control. But listen, if you guys have been here watching LG play here in Mobile Mayhem in Stage 4, you guys know that this team brings the absolute gas to the table. And, well, that shows it there. 7-1 victory on Tuesday, 7-3 victory with the substitution in of Jez.
Okay. Well, this one not looking good. Odds even, more stacked in favor of the boys over at LG. I mentioned it briefly throughout that Search and Destroy. One thing that the world doesn't need is this roster with this particular player set in it, perfecting the way the S&D is played. It can only get better from here, is what I'm seeing. And that is that's a problem, especially if you have to face this team. You thought one weakness was, the Search and Destroy. Well, they're starting to get a little better at it. Obviously, things get a little different when you get in person and getting up close and personal on stage. Anything can happen. We saw it in Stage 4 playoffs. That Mayhem team, something different. They get onto the online events and wasn't necessarily the best of 5 they wanted against this Tribe team. This Tribe team a little differently than the team that they 6-0'd. Couldn't handle the heat, and certainly going to be finding themselves in a 3rd place. Right now, we're trying to figure out who's going to be first. So far, it's undeniable. It's LG. They look better than they ever have. Can they close it out? We're about to find out. Could be the last map of the night. Most certainly feels like it. It's raid. It's control. Does the night end here, ladies and gentlemen? Certainly Tribe have had one map in their favor, right?
Well, in their favor, I think that's that's a stretch and a half. But either way, we're going to be getting into our control here momentarily. And again, LG just looked like such a dominating force. We're back on raid where Tribe looked okay earlier, but it was the one map that they dropped in their series. So we'll see what's going to happen there. And quite honestly, Verdict, I think that LG are just going to take the 4-0 victory. It's going to be very, very difficult to overcome. But Tribe, again, there's a lot of talent stacked up on these two teams. So we'll see what's going to happen.
Okay. Well, it's now or never. This is it. Last chance, Tribe. Can you make something happen? Needs to be here. Raid, will it be where we see it all end, or will it be where we see what I said the other night? One of the greatest comebacks in a reverse sweep ever. They'd have to be flawless from here on out. Is it possible? Well, LG will certainly tell you it's not. Let's see if they can do it in game, though. Right now, it's Tribe. They're on the attack for the first round. They're sending it full tilt all the way through the pool sites. As everybody and their mother heading over there. They got the trophy shut down. One player here in LG are trying to regroup. Vague, he's just trying to play his life.
All right, well, our game has opened up. Jez gonna be able to find one, I think. I think he might have got the assist. But it is gonna be a couple trades coming through. Nothing too crazy happening. Oh, wait, I lied. Just kidding. Of course there's something crazy happening. Look at this push onto the A side. Oh man, 2 ticks of progress already for the side of Tribe. On the backs of just Raballo hanging out in Dumpster and Fools, 1 by 1. Washi finally going to come through and put an end to that.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Oh man, that could have been such a great thing. They almost had that A site captured 100%. They've dropped 10 bodies and only have 2 ticks of progress so far. Could be worse. Earlier they struggled, or this past Tuesday, they struggled with getting the objective early on, and right now this team full focus on getting there one way or another. Fortunately for them, the other is this B site. Well, that Take a Progress that Robalo had locked in, not going to go through. I do see a little bit of a regroup and a regain towards the A site where the objective is going to be locked in. LG are going to swarm for the exit kills alone. Marshy up top in the window of that modern room. Going to be able to find another. A is solidified. Now the objective focus on B. And they've got a little bit of a lifeline there. And Jez, he's actually putting some time in and finding some kills to go along with it.
All right, well, big kills are getting traded out. Obviously, that A capture earlier did extend our time, and now we've got to take up progress onto B. So Tribe have been looking decent here so far on this raid matchup, but it is still a very tough opponent that they have to fight against, and there's a player life advantage. A couple trades do come through in favor of the side of Tribe here, but Marshy's going to make it 2. Equalize the trade out. Washy's here for the kill onto Jez. Only got about a minute left on the board and only 6 lives left for Tribe, who honestly started this match out looking pretty okay. So
Yeah.
we'll see, but oh goodness, the double, the triple, I mean the feed. All LG with a 12 life lead. Solo, I mean, you found 1, you found 2, you found 3, but is it going to matter? No.
No,
There's
there
no
it
shot.
is. Marshy, he's just continue on with the streak. He's got a 7-piece in the bag and a pocket full of sunshine. As far as the streaks go, we talked about it for days. The cycling of those, perfection for him. He's got a hunter killer, a predator. He's about to be getting another hunter killer. Let's see if he can get things rolling there on the opening. Gotta love the objective played early on, though. They got 1 tick of progress on B2, so in total 4 if you're keeping track at home. Marshy, well more than 4 off the rip there as he opens up with 1. And he's looking to add some more devastation to this roster. He has Tribe's name in his back pocket. And my guy has yet to be shut down. 13 on board for the Madman, talking about getting 6 apiece per round. I mean, he's already done it. We just started the second round. What can he not do? He is a freak by nature. And is certainly naughty for it. 8 in combo. Predator, only good for intel, but this B takes a progress. 2 in total. He's locked down by himself.
All right, well, we'll see. Got some big B progress getting locked in, and that's going to send us over to the A site. We've got a single life advantage in favor of LG, but something we need to talk about here is the Predator missile that we have for Marshall. Some big opportunities there. Envy, I mean, came through big double kill on that Sparrow. Could be looking for some more action as well. That Predator missile is going to come in. Nothing going to come out of it other than maybe scaring some opponents back. Our first tick of progress on A is good. You can now see the swarm starting to come in. Vague. Those prize fighters can be able to take down former teammate Jez.
Okay. Finally, Marshy died. Finally, bro. Finally. My guy was cooking. Solo starting to heat up as well. Rihan, he's not anonymous. He is certainly a player we will forever remember if he continues to hit shots like that. Vague, though, he was in the court and certainly brought his shorts to ball. Shots didn't come up short. They came up just perfectly. Second tick of progress being worked on. Ban chucking the smoke and through it. He's going to be able to find 1. Rihan gets bodied as well. Solo finally able to shut him down. Jez getting shut down along with his claw. And just like that, LG looking to make it a flawless run here in the control. So far, only deal with 2. They got second tick of progress to go along with it. The 2 top fraggers are still alive, and that's the only good thing they've got going for them. Tribe, still alive for now, but that's only a matter of Vague. I'm just going to go ahead and let this round in. Nope, he says I'm going to take things into his own hands. And he does it with the boxing gloves. 2-0. We are on tournament point here. This is it. Tribe, it's now or never. It's been now or never, but good God. Flawless here in the control. Flawless to the series. LG, just better.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't think this should be any surprise for anybody. LG have looked absolutely at their tip-top shape for quite a hot minute now, and, well, I guess the one thing we maybe don't have going for them here is that they maybe aren't getting their best practice in this matchup. I mean, that is ultimately what it comes down to. This Tribe roster, while they have all the potential in the world, they're also just in a position where they're experimenting, right? I mean, they are just flat out experimenting with the roster changes. So we'll see as things continue to rock and roll, but I just am not feeling entirely confident when it comes to them for the remainder of today. I think by the time we get into stage 5, we will absolutely see this team really start to shine, but it's going to take a hot minute of practice to get there.
Yeah, they got to get there. Obviously, they've already cashed their ticket in. They know they're going to the show, but who is going to be the roster that makes up this, or who's going to be the lineup that makes up for this roster? You got your ticket to the prom, but who are you going to take to the show, right? It's all about perfecting what you've got and what you got to work with is pretty solid. I mean, let's take a look at it. Things look great whenever this particular set is, but can we improve on it? And if so, who goes, who stays? Right now, they've got to think about this matchup ahead. They got 2 ticks of progress over on B, not enough to get the job done. Count the chickens a little too fast before they hatch, and certainly they were eggs, obviously, but they didn't get the B capture. The time's not extended. It is certainly starting to dwell on them. 33 seconds left to go on the clock. What do they got left in the tank? It ain't looking good. Second tick of progress going to go through. Potentially here on this A side, Rihan just got to put his foot on the hill. Stop this time. They are bleeding. They are hemorrhaging. They've got to stop it somehow, some way. It's Solo who is going to be able to do the work. 5v10 here. A God tier clutch if they do make it. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Vague, Ban. Combined for 2. S-Thug and Jez. The last 2 alive. Envy says, not today, buddy. That's it. Grand finals over with.
Rough.
LG are your Mobile Mayhem Summer 2023 champions. Give them the prize pool. Give them the crown. A flawless effort in the control. A flawless effort. Not a bit, not a drip of sweat off their brow. A clean 4-0 with the 1 map advantage.
All right, well, let me tell you, that was a hell of a performance by LG, but man, this Tribe roster, I think, is going to bring the heat in the future. Obviously, only time will tell, but for today, LG were the dominating and unstoppable force, and, is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, LG was the better team for today, and they're going to grab that first place prize pool. But remember, guys, Tribe don't go home empty-handed. They even won themselves a little bit of an extra prize pool by being able to take down a Mayhem in that first matchup.
I mean, if you're looking at it from the grand scheme of things, they've already increased productivity tenfold by just beating Mayhem. You take it step by step. You can't, you got to crawl before you start to full-on sprint, right? And their first hurdle was finding a way to take a map, at the very least, on Mayhem. That was like a mental block, but nonetheless, they step in the ring with a giant like LG, and they just got the floor mopped with them. So, we're taking back to the hostess desk. Zem, give us a breakdown. That one wasn't remotely close. LG, was there ever a doubt in our minds that they were going to take this series?
Definitely not, especially after we saw that first map recovery. Them taking the takeoff against this roster was really critical. And, we look at this LG roster, there's obviously different strengths with this lineup versus when they had Tectonic. But, again, you hit it right on the head. If they can win the S&D, then it'll be pretty good for them going deeper and deeper into series. And it's only incredibly helpful that they have a +1 map advantage going into the grand finals from that winner side. So LG was definitely set up really well to steal a map mode and then capitalize on it, and they did that very well. As far as the Tribe team goes, I think it's important to try to take into consideration that LG is among the top 3-4 teams, if not the top 2 teams we project in the world right now. So for them to come in and get over that monkey on their back against that Mayhem team and take that victory there, it speaks well for them. Definitely a long way to go polish-wise for them to improve over a team such as LG. But the framework, you can see it. They're doing some good things there. They're definitely going to have to work on it. But from here to December, North America should have another really strong team.
There we go. Well, looking forward to it as well. We'll take a look at the breakdown as well. How did they get here? They were unscathed. Not a single map drop. LG, a flawless run through the playoffs. They earned their keep over Mayhem 3-0. They took the 3-0 again in that round 2 bracket against Tribe, and nothing changed coming into the grand finals. It was not even remotely close. I think if you look at it, the Hardpoint, the opening one, was the best shot that they had at taking one, and ultimately couldn't get the job done. Start off too much in the hole. Then we get into Surge, blowout. Get into the control, blowout. They are your champions for a reason. They are, like you said, best, if not one of the best teams in the world. It's for that very reason. So, championship for them and like no other. Got to congratulate them again. Summer 2023 champions. LG, Tribe, second place team. Mayhem coming up a little shy with that third place. We'll get a graphic on the screen. Dave, biggest takeaway from this grand finals today?
That we have at least one team in NA that is a potential stage 5 champion.
Zim, can you agree with that?
Oh yeah, I mean LG looks incredible. I leave today saying that Mayhem probably has the best AR duo right now in North America with Kings and Molly. They're really premier.
Absolutely fried earlier.
Like their sniper duo as well. It's like it's a different kind of sniper duo, right? They don't have like a washi type. They don't have like a neon type. They've just got surgical, slow snipers. They're gonna pick you apart. They're gonna make plays with utility around the map, and that's really good framework for going internationally. I look at this Mayhem team and it screams subs. If subs can be consistent at a base level, then they're going to be really good going at stage 5. Tribe, they've got everything that they need, I think, in terms of the sub play. I think the AR play is definitely still a question mark. How does a guy like Space, I come back to that, how does a guy like Space fit into this? Just knowing the intelligence and the stuff that Space brings to the table and in terms of preparation. So I would like to see Space work with this roster a little bit. But Tribe's got everything that they need. They just got to put it together. Mayhem's just got to get a little bit more consistent with the subs. LG's just keep being LG, keep doing what you're doing, keep innovating, keep trying to make sure that gap between you and the other teams in North America stays where it is, and NA will have strong teams.
There we go. Well, Tribe, you got the pieces of the puzzle. Can you make them fit? You got 3 months to do so. This roster, not even enough to get a map off of LG. LG, I mean, even with the roster they submit, I don't know if you could throw any pieces of that puzzle together. It just feels like they're going to win. Is there going to be anybody that steps up in North America to change that? Well, I mean, again, this team still has a lot of improvement to do in certain regards. Sure, they'll work on it from there. That'll conclude our season. Not sure if we'll have one until or before stage 5. I'm sure we will, but I think it's starting up sometime in October. We'll find out. Don't go anywhere, chat. We're going to have a special edition of the Spawn coming up, as we are going to be having members from that WPM Low Kings team joining us with Bobby, with Zim. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be sending you over there, but we're going to hear a word from Call of Duty Mobile again, crowning the champs LG, Tribe with a second place, Mayhem with that third. We'll see you shortly.